Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dungeon Pop and our holiday one-shot. My name is Wyatt. I am your DM for the night. Super excited to be here. We're going to have everybody introduce themselves, not their characters, because I have plans for introducing your character. Yeah, so tonight is our holiday one-shot. I'm going to be running it. It's going to be a great time. I'm wearing an ugly Christmas sweater, and it is Merry Katniss, and there's garland, there's bells. It is a work of art, and I'm glad I could share it with you all. Yuri's is also fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. I'll move it up higher. Wyatt's got a cat. I've got a dog. So
yeah,
we match. Can you see it? I don't know. Is it going?
Yeah.
My thing's slow. Okay. I'm going to put my sweater back down.
Yeah. So a few announcements to get through. Next Wednesday, January 5th, I believe, is when Dungeon Sphere, our regularly scheduled D&D live stream, will be coming back after our kind of holiday break. It'll be super fun. We're, on a dwarven island, and Kanari made some interesting choices with Rexel, and then we started a fight we maybe shouldn't have. So tune in to see if we live or die. I don't know. It'll be fun. We're fighting a devil.
No, I've got an idea. Don't worry. This bitch can teleport 60 feet. Guess who can teleport 90 feet?
He's actually not a devil. He is just a fiend.
Demon?
He's just one of those, blah blah loths.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
So they're just
one of those random.
Yeah, I think he's in Mordekainen's Tome of Foes. He is ugly.
Okay, we have confirmation that everything is running good. So reducing the rates and everything was great. Apparently my thing was set to be max output. It was super fast and all that. So I turned it down to just fast. But
I feel like I'm still a little choppy, so I'm going to try not to duck and weave as much as I usually do.
I'm just going to be a moving target.
As long as I can hear y'all.
Just hold still, it's fine. If we don't move, then it doesn't matter if it's choppy.
I'm going to make this face all night.
A couple other announcements. Our new mini-series coming to the Dungeon Pop channel, run by Melissa. It's a Feywild mini-series is what we're calling it. There's a title in progress.
The title is finalized.
The title
is it?
Yes.
Do we get to know? Do I get to know? Yes. I need to know this.
Is it called finalized?
Official announcement.
Official
is going to be called The Fountains of Vesipasara.
Bless you.
I love it. So the Fountains of Vesipasara.
Vesipasara.
Vesipasara. Already messed it up.
Fav. T-Fav.
Oh God. Will be premiering later in January of 2022. Tentative date is January 31st for that first stream. So make sure to look at all of our social media channels just to see more information about that. The cast has been getting together. It's amazing, super exciting. Another show that'll be premiering in 2022 will be a new series DM'd by the other Wyatt here. And that will have more information forthcoming, but it is basically, Wyatt, do you kind of want to describe it?
Well, first of all, hi, I'm other Wyatt. Nice to meet everyone.
Meg, this is what he looks like.
Yeah. Sometime soon, hopefully, I will be finished up with the Finchwink University of Magic campaign, and I'm really excited to share it with everybody.
Awesome. Yeah, so look for that in 2022. We'll have a bunch of other announcements promoting that show. Super excited to meet all the cast for that, and I'm super excited to tune in and see it. I think with that, anybody have any other personal announcements? Anything like that? We can always do individual things at the end of the show, but hearing nothing, let's go ahead and get started.
Wait.
Dev, if you want
one thing.
There we go.
Good luck, Mama Leviathan, on your Commander tournament.
Yeah.
My mom is out playing Magic the Gathering right now in a Commander tournament, so send her lots of luck for Magic the Gathering.
I believe in her.
Amazing. So Deb, if you want to transition everybody over so they can see the village of Rimwick. So nestled in between the
Wait a
peaks
minute.
of the Frostkeep.
Where's the map?
The map. I'll just wait until it's up.
Map.
Ooh, you gotta put it in the
refresh.
screen there, Dev.
No, it was just white. It was just blank.
Whoop.
That's all set.
Um,
Now it's loading.
It'll be there.
There we go.
There it is. Lovely. So now that it's there and ready. So nestled between the peaks of the Frostkeep Mountains at the convergence of the Snowdrop and Boiling Rivers is the village of Rimwick. It is the northernmost city on the material plane where nights are months long and auroras dance overhead. And towering over the rest of the city sits Santa's home, a fortified castle that hosts the Council of Endless Frost every century as they select a new speaker. The speaker is gifted with the Staff of Boreas, a legendary artifact that controls the frigid winds and consequently the passing of the seasons. Some have chosen to stave off frost and rime, while others have plunged the world into a frozen century. Santa has held the staff for a millennium, and under his leadership, the beings of the material plane have seen a steady passing of the seasons. As we zoom in to the snow-capped roof of the tallest spire in Santa's castle, we see a large, jovial man with a long but carefully maintained white beard and a fur-trimmed coat. He sits in a high-back chair made of sturdy pine and upholstered in red velvet. In front of him is a roaring fire that gives the study a warm glow, framing the towering bookshelves in shadow. And illuminating a scroll and a plate of half-eaten sugar cookies and a glass of milk that sit beside him in this tall chair. Adjacent to him in an identical chair sits the ranking member of Santa's hand-selected special forces. And Melissa, if you want to introduce your character.
Okay, so Helenia is a halfling. Looking at her in her current form is kind of like I don't know if you guys watch Dead Like Me, but she's kind of like George in the fact that people don't really know who she is. Like she starts that way, but then you kind of see her snapping her fingers and changing her look, growing a foot, shrinking a foot, just changing things. And anyone, if we're people be watching the camera, they may see someone they recognize as she changes through these different forms before finally settling on what form she's going to take for the day.
As you're going through this transformation, Santa is taking his quill and kind of checking off names on this list. You recognize it to be the guest list for the this huge opening ceremony for the Council of Endless Frost. So you see names that are very familiar to you. You see, of course, your name as kind of the chief of staff of this entire operation, the one that is kind of outside of the gathering of these council members as they elect a new one. What you know about the ceremony is that only the counselors are allowed in the room, and they don't come out until a decision is reached. In fact, they are locked on their own demiplane until they reach a consensus on who the new speaker will be. Part of the reason why it's been so easily, Santa's held the staff for a millennium is that he has a lot of friends on the council. He's kind of a being that everybody loves. I mean, how do you not like a, jolly giant man with this like commanding presence? So you recognize your name on there. You recognize Mrs. Claus, of course. You recognize the Sugar Plum Fairy and a name of a few other Winter Eladrin and Pixies and Sprites that are coming from the Feywild that have kind of this interest in snow and the seasons and the passing, and kind of the representative for the Winter Court. Even though the Queen of Air and Darkness isn't leaving the Feywild just because she has to protect her corner of the Feywild. So she sends her representative in her stead. You recognize the abominable snowman, who is also a member of the material plane and kind of looks after the more bestial side of things and all these monsters. You recognize some other lists and other people on there. And if you want to like roll either a perception check or an investigation check, feel free to do so.
Oh goodness, I just knocked out my headset, so I had to roll the investigation check, but I'm not sure for what.
Mm-hmm.
So what's it for? Sorry.
Looking closer at the list.
Okay. I will do a perception check because that is a +5 for a 23.
A 23. Yeah, super easy to pick up on. You immediately recognize the various very long, lengthy, like several paragraphs long, detailing the names of all of your various relatives. You notice that kind of primarily above them are your mother and father, and then this long list of members of the local thieves guild, as well as a few other notable names. You weren't expecting them to be in town, which is interesting. And as Santa just sits there kind of finishing up the list, you see he rolls the scroll up and you feel a buzz in your pocket. And if you look, you see the same list, almost like a book of farce speech or something. So it's all of the names have been copied over and are on your scroll that you have with you. While Santa is away, you are in charge and making sure that people that are on the list get in and the people that aren't on the list stay out to protect the security of this very momentous event. Santa looks over at you and says, well, what do you think?
My family did not tell me they were going to be in town, so this is news to me.
Indeed, I didn't expect them either, which will be a very interesting event. But, I mean, they're not going to be in the council. It'll be fine. They're merely guests of the local thieves guild, and we have to keep them. It's a whole thing. I mean, we get so many good people. I mean, you came from there. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do without you.
Yes. It's probably a good thing I haven't had to check in on them. I don't know which list they would fall on. There's a reason I'm not there.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I wasn't going to do this until later in the night after we've all kind of let everything cool off, in the list transfer. Anyway, here, let me see. And you see Santa gets up. He's well over 6 foot, holding the staff for this long. You can see he's an older human man, but similar to druids, his lifespan has multiplied heavily with this kind of ancient magic that rests in a staff. He's using it kind of as a cane, and as he goes over to the towering bookshelves, you see he flips through a bunch of different years over the last millennium, and he lands on kind of a stack of books within the last 20 or so years, and he pulls them out and flips through and scrolls down and finds your parents' names, and he says, well, they kind of alternate year to year. And
yeah, that's not a surprise. I guess it depends on probably depends on clients. Yeah
that is true. And I mean, they occasionally have really good intentions, and the fact that the years they had you they kind of bumped up, and then when they bumped back, it just is a whole thing. I'm not here to judge. Well, I'm here to judge, but I'm not here to judge.
I do the judging.
That is true. You do have the final say on all of these things. And he kind of snaps the book shut, and it floats back onto the shelves. As you're kind of standing there waiting, Santa looks. You see kind of this jovial appearance melt away, and you see a man that has just been kind of defeated over the years, just in terms of he's gotten tired, he's, still willing to do this last thing, but you can tell he's ready for vacation.
Not sad Santa.
The man hasn't had a day off in 1,000 years. Yeah, he hasn't had a day off in 1,000 years, so he's just definitely like, I'm going to miss this. I mean, I'm not going to leave, but
it's a long time to have been doing this.
I know.
You could really use a warm climate for a while.
Ooh. I hadn't thought of that. Of course, Mrs. Claus needs to let out a few of the old. I don't even think those would fit anymore. Oh my! He picks up another cookie and just eats it.
Helena just snaps her fingers again. That's what this is for, and changes her entire appearance again.
I'll make a note of that. And you see, like, using almost this like illusory script, just kind of writes in the air and it kind of disappears off into the ether. Just on a, there's going to be a list somewhere in his workshop of an item to make before he and Mrs. Claus depart for a warmer climate for a while. Santa turns to you and he goes, okay, so you remember the order of events for the ceremony. We're going to have the big welcome in front of the market, in front of the steps. All of the members of the council are going to appear next to me. I'm going to hold the staff aloft as the first gift of the end of, or the Old Moon Festival. All of those things. And then we're going to retire to our chambers. You know that you need to lock the door with the key I gave you, right?
Got it right here.
Perfect. It's the same every century. When you lock the door, all of the runes that we've prepared should go off without a hitch. It has the last, how many times have I done this? 99? Something like that. I don't, 10, 9. It's too many.
More than I've been here.
That is true. All right. So then when you do that, the clockwork guards will come up. They'll guard the doors. They'll make sure nobody somehow interferes and transports onto the demi-plane. It'll be fine. If I'm honest with you, we're not going to leave until a new successor has been picked. And Lord knows how long that'll take. So, I'm hoping it'll be done within an hour. But if you don't hear from me in 2, assume I've been kidnapped.
2 hours kidnapped. Got it.
Yeah. Listen, I've made all the deals I can make. I'll probably, if I die, I die. It's kind of just where those things are. It's fine. I've been here long enough.
You need to get to the warmer client.
I will. No, I will. I don't think I'm going to die. Nobody's gotten the drop on Santa in the last 500 years. And the only time it happened, it was because of a cheese platter.
You know how you get with cheese platters.
Listen, there's a reason I've requested none to be here right now. Okay.
The only one that was in the village already.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Santa goes over the rest of these details. And kind of halfway through, go ahead and make another perception check.
There it is. Well, that's a 19 on the die for 24.
19 for 24. As Santa's talking, you notice that his breath is starting to show. And there's like a chill in the air.
Helena snaps again. The scarf wraps around her neck. Getting cold in here is just me.
Santa kind of froze his brow and says, I could have sworn that system was... And before he finishes it, one of the pipes that is in the room just bursts and it totally extinguishes the fire that is in there. The whole room is just covered in steam as Santa fumbles for a phone as he picks it up, and you overhear through the speaker system that is through the entire house, "Damp beer to Santa's study." And we cut from there down to several floors below the castle to a giant sprawling complex that's more similar to a giant warehouse than it is a kind of normal crafting studio. We fly past assembly lines and boiler rooms to come to a little side office with a nameplate that says Dampbeard on it. Wyatt, if you want to describe your character.
Yeah, so I'm Grip Dampbeard. I'm a normal, chunky, surly dwarf. I've got a big, luscious beard that I'm very proud of. I hate when it gets wet. With my line of work, though, it's a little unfortunate. I have a white tank top on. Grip is definitely the guy that doesn't get cold, no matter what. He's wearing the shorts and the short sleeve shirt outside, and you're like, hey, come on, man. Yeah, I think I'd be sitting behind my desk going through the laborious task of managing the infrastructure, the plumbing infrastructure that has to go on for Santa's workshop.
Yeah. You almost have like a schematic of the entire castle up and a light board, and you see this like red blinking light of where one of the pipes just burst, and it is in Santa's study as the intercom is like roaring around you, filling the entire warehouse of all of these gifts and other things. And you hear Santa calling for you to run up to his study.
Oh, God. Not again. Okay, let's go. I grab my pipe wrench and all my tools, and I just start big old belly just bouncing along as I'm trying to get to Santa's.
Sure, go ahead and give me an athletics check to see how fast you can get there.
Okay. It's a nat one.
Nat one.
That is your first roll.
I know. Channel. I thought I got the ones out.
Your first roll for this channel, and it's a natural one.
We can only go up from here.
Listen, it's in character. He's done this so many times in his life. He just doesn't care anymore. He's like, yeah, I'm coming.
As you make your way up the central staircase, you narrowly avoid running into Mrs. Claus. She has this giant platter of cookies that's piled high above her face to where she can't even see anymore. And as you run past her, a few kind of fall off and she sees you, and she tries to wave to you, and it's just this like vaudevillian just like trying to keep all of the cookies stacked up as all of these halflings and gnomes and elves around her are trying to like right this massive tower. As you're running up the central staircase trying to get up to Santa's tower, all of the water that is leaking out of this pipe is like spilled over into the hallway and down the stairs of this spire. And so you're having to like fight up against it. And as you go further up, you see it's like already frozen. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw to try and like stay upright.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We got this. That is a 12.
12. You're able to stay upright. You're Santa had a few guardrails installed, and so you're able to like with your wrench and like just sheer willpower, you're able to make it up to the top and enter into this study. At this point, Helena, you and Santa have like alternated putting your hands over the pipe and are like trying to like stem the flow of water, which has resulted in it like flooding the outside the chamber, but has kept all the scrolls of the nice and naughty lists dry.
Well, yeah, I think Helena may have, when it's not her turn, she has crawled up the wall with her cloak. She has the cloak of what's it called? Cloak of Arachnidia, and has put the stuff on put important stuff on the high shelves.
Nice, good call. Yeah, Santa is like, his coat is still over the back of his chair, but he is very similarly dressed to Grip as Grip walks in, just with like the white tank top and like the red pants, everything else. And he's trying to hold this back. Grip, what are you doing?
Santa, how many times do I have to tell you The pipes do not need to be in your office. Okay, pipes go under things, pipes go around.
Where will the executive bathroom be if it isn't in my office?
Okay, see, this is another thing. Why do you need an executive bathroom?
You know what I need this for.
Exactly. Oh my god. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Okay.
Can I cast mending on?
Yes, absolutely. You're able to mend the pipe really easily. The study itself will need to be like aired out, but other than that, there isn't like a ton of damage done. Mostly it's just like this huge mess and kind of adds to the list of things that you're responsible for during the day of already busy festivities.
Yeah, probably at some point Helenia had also used the cloak to cast webs, so there's just like random spider webs around, like trying to stave the flow, and it's just not working because spider webs. So they're just like.
Is there like standing water in the office of the study right now?
Let's just roll a luck check. I rolled a nat 20, so there is no standing water there. All of it has seemingly like. This isn't the first time this has happened. Santa asked that some words be put into place to protect, one of the most treasured rooms in the entire castle. So things are a little bit damp, but most of the water is already being repelled out and going down a kind of central sewer system that you help with the help of all of these other dwarves installed in the castle as it was being built. And kind of being renovated a couple hundred years ago. So with that, Santa kind of looks at you and just nods and says, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go change. I will meet you, Helenia, down in 20 minutes or something like that. Grip, as always, thank you."
Of course. What do you pay me? What do you pay me for? Go get dressed, Santa Claus.
Gotta go. And he just runs out with his jacket into the hallway, and you hear you hear a little like whoop, and you just hear the crashing as Santa just slides down the entire spiral tower.
Can I try to swipe one of his cookies? Did his plate of cookies survive?
His plate of cookies is still there. Helene, probably that was one of the first things that you brought up to the higher altitudes.
Yeah,
cookies are the most.
That's my payment, and I'm gonna.
Yep. Perfect.
Well, you're sharing, right?
I like break it in half. I mean, casa es su casa, but cookie.
Perfect.
So the two of you share this cookie as we go out through the window and down outside of the castle into an open air market. A crowd is already gathering full of various beings from across the plains as they gather in front of Santa's castle, eager to see the arrival and the opening ceremony of the Council of Endless Frost. As all of these things are going on, there is what looked to be in an open pavilion, a team of carolers assembling, kind of going through their paces, making sure that everything is coming together, the instruments are being tuned, and leading warm-ups is a high elven woman. Her hair is kind of pulled back. It's this nice like honey blonde color as she pulls it back and taps her baton. And all of the instruments, they're all sentient or being controlled by her as they all come to attention. And she looks over at the group of carolers. And Dev, if you want to describe your character for us as one of the members of the Carolers Guild.
You see a brunette reindeer woman. So she's a centaur, but reindeer. So she's got the antlers, and she's wearing a thick fur coat over her her humanoid torso, because there's two torsos technically. And it's just this it's red with white. She seems to be a pretty big fan of the Santa's attire and everything. She actually leads his fan club. So yeah, there's that. And she's like looking around nervously, like just making sure that everyone around her is good, and she's got this like crooked smile on her face just from like biting her lip, nerves, just like playing with her fingers a little bit because she's just like, I really hope I don't mess this one up. I should be fine. But what if I'm sharp? Oh, I don't know.
You see Aster, another reindeer centaur, kind of put her hand on your shoulder and just be like, "You'll be fine, dear. It's okay. We've rehearsed this. It'll be good. Rose is up there. She's got everything. We'll be fine."
Are you sure?
Yes, you'll be fine. Look, all the instruments are at attention. All we have to do is start singing.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't want what happened last time to happen again.
Seeing that, you see Rose's eyes go wide as she's just like, I swear to God, Marigold,
I promise
we're lucky.
No.
Not...
I know Jack is still recovering, but
Jack. You see like the cap that she had on her head. Rose and Aster both like take it off their heads and just kind of hold it over their heart for a moment, and then put them back on. All of you come to attention and go ahead and roll a performance check as you begin caroling and starting the pre-show music for this opening ceremony.
All right. Even though she's nervous, she has a plus 13 to performance. So that's a 28.
28. Without a hitch, you see Rose has some nerves about this as she's conducting, and a familiar sleigh bell ringing tune comes out, and you and Aster launch into this truly beautiful duet as
she's an
you're
alto.
kind of backed by all this. Yes, Marigold is the alto. So you have all of these lovely, deep, rich notes, kind of taking the root of the chord and everything like that. You are singing, and as all of this lovely music is serenading, we see several different groups, and notably a group of all of the various what look to be evergreens decorated in holiday lights and armor and very noble standing, and at their front is their captain. And Yuri, if you want to describe your character.
This time around, I am playing as an evergreen Trent. Shout out to DM Dave for this awesome character build. Yes, he stands 8 foot tall, an incredibly wide frame of just gnarled branches and big bushy pine leaves. His face is humanoid in appearance, but he has these 2 piercing, glowing green eyes that look out from under a cowl, and just the biggest pine needle cape you can imagine on an 8 foot tall tree humanoid, just massive man of tree man. And on the end of each of like these gnarling branches, there are little glowing, colorful balls of light that emanate from him in this brilliant, decorated Christmas tree. Captain of the Pine Guard. His name is Sir Conifer Sugarpine.
As Sir Conifer marches into the square, the captain of the Pine Guard, standing firm and tall and proud in this glorious display of lights. Even though you're not necessarily like the beginning and the formal start of the ceremony, everybody in this square might as well be treating you as if you were. There are all these gasps. You see a bunch of little gnomes running around, and just like all these little kids look up at you in wonder. And one of the kids points and says, "I want to be like him one day." And the mom just like grabs his hand. It's like, "We all want to be him. Don't worry, sweetie." As she shoos him out of the way, as he's standing in the middle of the thoroughfare, as you are marching up to Santa's castle. You quickly join your side of kind of where the Pine Guard are stationed, next to all of the carolers. And I think you and Marigold would probably know each other loosely from just having served in the city and kind of the surrounding area. You're still a member of the tree line, and there are several treants that come in every year and are these ancient treants from the pines from below kind of the tree line and everything like that come up here and stand in the middle of the squares for months on end as a part of the festivities of the old moon. The two of you kind of go through these, and as this is all happening, we begin to see the procession. Marigold is still singing. The Pine Guard stands at attention as Sir Conifer. You kind of lead all of your group and your battalion in a just kind of at a formal. I was in marching band for 4 years, and you can attention. There we go. That was the word. I was like, I was a drum major. I should know all of these words.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah. Woo. So as you all are at attention, we see flashing lights and kind of the auroras of the surrounding mountains pop up, and this beautiful ceremony begins. There's all this fanfare. All of these horns come in, flanking this long processional that starts. And we see the Pine Guard kind of all bring out their branches and swords. Sir Conifer, your flail glows very brightly with almost the rise of the morning sun, closest thing to sunlight any of you have seen in months, as this procession has swollen and just as the first guests arrive. In front is the Abominable Snowman, a fan favorite. Everybody loves him. He's handing out high fives and signatures. Just kind of tosses a few. Yeah, he kisses babies.
Does he have snow cones?
He behind him actually are his kind of contingent of Yetis that are with him that are passing out snow cones as part of a PR move.
That was a Monsters Incorporated reference.
Yeah, we know the Monsters Inc.
We know the Monsters Incorporated reference.
I'm biting my tongue so hard, trying not to make a joke at things Wyatt says. I'm like, this is a very serious thing. Wyatt made it. I'm gonna keep it on the down list.
Oh, yeah. Santa slipping down an entire water slide is very serious. As all of this has happened, behind all of the Yetis kind of coming in through the mountains and across all of the frozen tundras of the material plane, you see the Feywild contingent coming up, led by the Sugar Plum Fairy. Her skin is this pale lavender kind of lilac color that fades into bright magenta hues at the tips of her wings. She's floating off of the ground, and these like dragonfly, butterfly, gossamer wings extend behind her, and she leaves a little trail of pixie dust everywhere that she goes. She's dressed in this very flowing dress and waving to everybody. She's only like 2 feet tall, but all of the Winter Eladrin are flanking her, looking somber and very dutiful as this just phantasmagoria of colors and brightness that is the Feywild approaches and joins their place at these steps. Additionally, you see a few kind of minor elementals, and mostly people coming from either the kind of genie from the elemental plane of air with the north winds. You see a couple of what look to be like earth elementals in kind of these ice formations and kind of crystalline features. You see a couple of water elementals come out from the convergence of the two rivers and come to join this elemental contingent. And then finally, you have a couple of what looked to be Afridi almost approaching as well, kind of representing the actual physical forces of nature. All of these come together and join the ranks as well. From the shadows come what look to be like sort of out of place amongst all of the festive cheer and everything else, but you see a walking skeleton that is 10 feet tall approaching and it creeps many of the kids out, but you see he's dressed almost as Santa. The Shadowfell contingent has made a very strong push to be represented on the Council of Endless Frost. And from one of these domains of dread has appeared a very long, stretched out skeleton named Jack. he's flanked by Shatterkai and all these other fun beings as they come out and join the ranks, kind of the other side of the Fae, so that as the doors of the castle opened up, the Fae, the elementals, the material plane, and the Shadowfell are all represented as they turn and look towards Santa. Santa and Mrs. Claus come down the central staircase, and Santa's booming voice and jingle bells all aflutter in the air. The crowd goes nuts. Everybody's so excited. And as the ceremony begins, Santa looks out over the crowd and kind of raises his hands up, and he says, "Now, I know what you all are waiting for. And the first gift will be given just as soon as we take care of some business." And he looks over at the kind of members of the Council of Endless Frost with a wink. And as this is happening, he takes the staff, which has never left his side in 1,000 years, and he taps it twice on the ground as this wonderful aurora sinks from the sky, comes down in a flurry of snowflakes and everything else. It wraps into the staff. Helenia and Grip, you two are with the kind of other staff of the house, making sure that everybody knows how to funnel into the castle. You're going to be kind of keeping everything orderly. Helenia, you certainly have like an intercom set in your ear as you're like calling all of these cues. Grip, you're just kind of keeping an eye out for everything, seeing like you're there in a formal capacity representing all of the people that are still finishing all of the gifts downstairs in the workshop. And so you're just kind of there standing beside Helenia, just watching her like go through this like endless list of cues and just shaking your head of like, you couldn't pay me enough to do this.
I think my formal attire is everything the same with the tank top and just one black bow tie.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Santa's cleaned up. He looks nice. As this blizzard of north winds comes in and kind of wraps up all of the members of the Council of Endless Frost, you see the Abominable Snowman, you see Santa, you see the Skeleton Jack, you see the Sugar Plum Fairy, and then a member from each of the elemental planes of earth, air, water, and fire. All of them come together, and as Santa slams the staff into the ground again, you see a series of runes open up. As Santa kind of creates this teleportation circle that brings all of them away in a flash. But Helenia, you know that it goes into just like right inside the doors. Santa's all about showmanship and everything like that.
I think she probably, there's one person that's like slightly off, so she like quick hip checks them to get them right in the right place.
Yep, absolutely.
Tackle them to the ground.
Good job. Yep, totally. You're able to do that. And kind of in a display, they all disappear into the castle. And Helenia, you are good to go ahead and start your process. You turn around and you go up to the main door. Santa loves to make this big show of everything, so everybody's attention is focused on you as you insert this ornate brass key into the central door and turn it. As this happens, the key basically melts away into the lock as all of these runes from the floor up to the top of the archway of the central door all light up in this rime and frost. And go ahead and make another perception check for me. Or Arcana, your choice.
That's a 14 on the dice. Let's see what my Arcana is. Less than perception, so 19.
19. That same chill that you felt earlier is back. You look over to your right and you see a halfling woman. She it doesn't look like your chosen disguise of the day, but you immediately recognize her. As she stands there, she is kind of cloaked in black, is normally very inconspicuous, but she has all of the same tricks that you have. You recognize this to be your mother, and your mom just holds up a finger and says, shh, as she disappears and goes invisible.
Uh-oh.
As the runes light up, the doors open up again, and inside is the normal gathering room. You know that everything on your end seems to have gone off without a hitch. Nothing. With the perception check, you think everything's fine. It's just your mom was there, every time she should. Every time she showed up.
I will look to Grip and be like, my mom is here and being sneaky. That does not bode well.
Is she the lady that was messing with the pipe? Because please don't make my job harder than it is.
I don't know if she was messing. I did not see her mess with the pipe, but we're family.
Is that good or bad?
Where did she go? Do you know? Do you know where she would be or where she would want to go to in this town?
Why do I know?
Yeah. I think knowing everything that's going on, this is literally the biggest event of the century. There are so many different people here. It is so easy to blend in to everything that this is like the ideal storm, like this perfect storm of all of these events happening. And when you have a legendary artifact like that, it's not unheard of that thieves guilds would come out just to say that they were able to steal an artifact for a little bit. What's a little bit of imprisonment when you got bragging rights over every other member of the thieves guild? So I think you would know logically that as these doors open, the crowd begins to file in behind you. Mrs. Claus kind of enters in and begins playing host to all of the members of the different parties, shows them up to their rooms. And in the grand hall, all of these people outside, everybody that was on your list is able to enter into the castle. Otherwise, there is a force field that keeps them out. So you think, yeah, she's probably somewhere in the castle right now.
Yeah, she's probably inside somewhere.
I
go ahead.
I was just gonna ask because I don't think Grip would know. What does your mom do? I mean, you seem real kind of shaken up that she's popping up here.
So
I don't mean to pry.
Yeah, you may have heard of Swiftfoot couriers. Will deliver anything.
Would I have
emphasis on the anything?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check, Grip.
History check. What do I add to history? That is an 11.
11. Swiftfoot is like a name. They're not necessarily like a direct competitor, but there was a couple of decades where Swiftfoot couriers were one of the groups that Santa relied upon to help distribute gifts. And with that role, I'll say you won't really know much else.
Okay. So you're telling me that you said you put emphasis on the will deliver anything. Does that anything mean what I think it means, Helena?
There's a reason I'm not with them currently.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the staff, right? That's gotta be it.
That would be my assumption.
At this point, Marigold and Sir Conifer, both of you have now entered the Grand Hall. And you both kind of, as caroler a member of the Carolers Guild and a member of the Pine Guard. You both have kind of official duties that you go about, but eventually kind of the crowd cycles over and the two of you end up near Helenia and Grip. And all of you are kind of vaguely familiar with each other. You have official capacities within the various areas kind of under Santa's control. And Helenia, you recognize Marigold instantly as the, president of Santa's fan club.
He was amazing as ever.
Oh, hi, Marigold. It's so good to see you.
Yes. And I come bearing gifts. Here, a little sugar cookie.
For Santa, I assume?
No, for you. One for Grip.
Oh. Okay.
And
Grip.
Sir Conifer, if you want one.
Dev, remind me, how tall is Marigold?
She's about 5'11".
Okay. He will drop to one knee, like shaking the whole ground as he does to be more on equal footing with a halfling and a dwarf. Thank you.
I think I saw something about how you talk to short people. I think this is,
Should I be lower?
Oh, no,
I'll sit cross-legged on the ground.
Oh my god, this is just cross-legged Christmas tree sitting out in the middle of.
I hope you like them. I've made them super special. Actually, magically special. You all get 4 temporary hit points.
Oh, I would not eat it, but I would hang it up like it was an ornament on me.
I'll say you still get the temporary hit points, just because I love that.
Feet.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Now I'm at 125 hit points.
Oh, jeez.
And I eat one as well. Luckily, there's exactly 4 people, and I can make 4 cookies.
Nice. Hey, guys, so if you see any other halflings around, let me know, please.
I saw a halfling.
Yes, there are many over at the table.
Halflings that, and Helenia kind of flipped through. Nope.
Remind me again, what's
one.
the difference between a halfling and a fairy?
Wings.
Which one has wings?
One of the fairies from the Feywild kind of looks over at you as she overhears this and is and just kind of hovers over near as Helenia is flipping through all these different halfling forms and is
Yeah, I don't think that's...
Oh no, I'm very eager to hear this.
Hi.
What is your name?
Marigold.
Oh, how lovely.
I ran out of cookies, I'm so sorry.
Oh. And you see she just turns and flies away.
Helenia is going to quickly just wings for a hot second, then flip out again.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of like this, and she'll be in her actual normal form, which is, like I said, kind of like George from Dead Like Me, where it's just completely forgettable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of the halflings from here, they want to be seen. The ones that I'm talking about don't particularly want to be seen.
So we will not see them then.
Depends. Keep an eye out.
I do not understand much of mind games.
I will let you know every time I see a halfling. Oh, there's one over there. Is that it?
No.
Oh.
I think Grip's gonna... All right, so everyone's eating and drinking and kind of getting into festivities right about now, right?
Yeah. All of that is happening. And if you want to, all of you can kind of go to your different areas, kind of with the idea that Helenia is just asking you all to keep a lookout for things.
Oh, is this for crime?
Well, we're not entirely sure yet.
I cannot abide by crime.
I haven't committed any crimes.
You must tell me if this person wishes to harm the world.
Will do.
You have asked me to search for someone. Is it for crime?
Potentially. Potential crime. We don't want to make any assumptions at this moment.
Sir Conifer will stand up and march over to alert every single member of the Pine Guard. Because if this is crime, I cannot abide.
Beautiful. You have 40 members of the Pine Guard at your disposal as they all take up positions throughout the castle. And all of them have a way of contacting you, notably through like the sending stones that you all have. We'll just say that you have them, and they are all kind of are on a central line, similar to Helenia's intercom and earpiece. So all of you can go ahead and make perception checks if you are looking for anyone in particular. If you're just kind of looking for shady things, if you wanted to do something else, just let me know. We'll handle all these perception checks first.
I think
Dice has been very good to me tonight. Look at that.
Perception.
Bam, 18.
Nice.
Or could this be like an insight, like looking at everyone's faces for who's the most suspicious?
Totally. Go ahead and make an insight check.
That's a 23 on my perception.
23 perception.
Rip is going to go hang out by the bathrooms because that's just kind of his natural domain, and he's going to keep an eye out for like anybody hopping in and out that looks kind of shifty. And I got a 25 perception check.
Hey, perfect.
16 insight.
16 insight. Cool.
Marigold's distracted by something she's not perceiving.
I would like to not perceive.
Yeah. So we'll say Marigold is at the snack bar, just hanging out, overhearing conversations, talking to people. Marigold, you get a bunch of compliments from a variety of different people about how beautiful your singing was. And you know that once the council has made a decision, you'll have to go and do another performance, but that's not going to be for a while, and Helenia will let you know when that happens. So you're just kind of mingling with the crowd. Sir Conifer, as you are kind of in the building, I'm going to quick roll another. Okay. None of the Pine Guard really see anybody suspicious. They're kind of keeping a lookout for everybody. Insight wise, if there's any shifty people, you just see a lot of merriment. One of them thinks they spot halfling, but when you come and approach, it's just one of the members of Santa's staff, like a senior cook in the building that's holding like a giant pot of stew, just like trying to get across and do his job.
What's in that stew?
But essentially, it's like he's surrounded by 5 different pine trees all lit up. As he's just like a halfling holding a pot of stew, looking up at all of them.
Hearing he is on official stew business, I will like clear people out of the way for him so he can get where he's going.
Totally. You go ahead and are escorting him. Helenia, you don't see anything happening on the main floor. In the Great Hall, nothing seems to be amiss. You know the location of like what door you can access in order to kind of get into the demiplane if something happens. Mm-hmm. And you know that there are clockwork guards there and that they would make a bunch of noise if something were to happen. But you kind of get a little tickle in the back of your head, like, maybe I should check that out. Just because everything seems to be very secure here. You have Sir Conifer keeping an eye out. Marigold is here. Things look fine. Grip, you over by the bathrooms on a 25, you almost hear what sounds like muffled scraping. It's not coming from inside the bathroom. It's coming from like deeper within the castle. And you see Helenia approaching you.
Hey, do you hear that?
And I'll listen with my 24. Would I have heard it?
Yeah.
Okay.
As kind of Grip calls your attention to it, the only reason he could hear it was because he was outside the main hall. So the two of you hear that. Just then, Sir Conifer, you get a kind of ping from one of your guards that says, I'm hearing some scratching coming. Sounds like it's coming from the West Wing, where, Helenia, that's generally where that room is, or at least the kind of sigils for everything and kind of preserving the demi-plane are kept.
He doesn't run, but he strides very purposefully, very quickly.
Here's what I would like to do. I would like to stealth and then use my Cloak of Arachne to climb up the wall and go above the crowd towards the sound.
Perfect. You go ahead and roll your stealth check for that. I'll say you can do at advantage for the creative use of your magic item.
Also, can I whistle and alert Marigold as I ride purposefully?
Yep, Marigold, you get notified by Sir Conifer to kind of catch up.
Wow, so that was some pretty garbage rolls, a 5 and a 9, so 22 to stealth.
And gallop. I trot over.
Helenia just disappears beside Grip. He looks away. He's like, "Hey, do you hear that? Oh, what? Oh no."
At this point, Grip, Sir Conifer and Marigold are with you, and you all make your way to the West Wing. Helenia is stealthing ahead. Helenia,
and I'm using my bonus action to dash as well, so I'm going at 75 feet per effective round.
The fastest spider crawling on the wall.
Beautiful. Yeah, you are making your way, I'll say, with your movement, your dash action, and that bonus dash. You make your way into the West Wing of the castle. You know that this is the room where the council meets. It's at a large wooden table, and it is kind of like a demi-plane once the key is turned, that is impenetrable unless there is some sort of tomfoolery with it. However, you also know that there is a failsafe to get into the demi-plane if something goes wrong. However, it would trigger kind of this special arcane rule or archaic rule where the ceremony itself and the council's decision would be null and void if somebody opens the door prior to a decision being reached and the door opening on its own accord, which is why the guards are stationed there as a kind of failsafe to protect. You make your way over there and you see two constructs standing there.
Is this scratching still coming from that general direction, or?
Yeah, it's coming from that general direction. And go ahead and you can either do an investigation or you can either do a perception check from here, or if you want to get closer, you can do an investigation check.
I'll just do perception for 16.
16. The scratching sound is more prominent here. And you can kind of hear it. It almost sounds like it's coming from inside of these suits of armor.
Ooh. Where's my inventory stuff? Lania is going to... The suits of armor are the things that are guarding?
Yeah, they're kind of halfway between a construct and an animated suit of armor. They're a little bit bulkier than your standard just suit of plate mail, but they aren't the size of a clockwork giant or something like that. It's a pretty they're bulky. They're meant to guard it for a good chunk, and they can absorb a lot of damage.
Okay, Helenia is going to drop down behind the one. Is there only one that she's hearing scratching from? Or
yeah, you hear it from the one.
Drop down behind the one that she can hear the scratching from, and look for seam/door.
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Not good at investigation. That's only an 11.
On an 11, you go to try and find a seam, and your hand passes entirely through the suit of armor. What you see now is that an illusion fades, and sitting at kind of the base of where these suits of armor are is just a spinning gear that falls to the ground, and what looked to be what looks to be like a signet ring in the other spot.
Helena is going to use her comms and be like, security of the West Wing, now please. Mm-hmm. And we'll try to get hold of Marigold Grip and Sir Conifer as well, since she knows they're on their way.
Sure. At this point, we'll just say for ease, everybody comes together, and you are standing in front of the door to the kind of the council's chambers. Everything's locked, but yep, you're able to do what you want.
Can I pick up one of these spinning gears and cast Identify on it?
Sure. Go ahead. Are you ritually casting that, or just burning the spell slot?
I'll burn a spell slot.
Cool. Immediately, everything kind of comes back to you. You have the schematics for these in an adjacent office in Santa's workshop. You know that these things are built by the big man himself. He is able to he took a little piece of each of the different quartz and kind of combined them together. So there are kind of elemental, and they're elementally powered kind of fuse boxes. There are a little bit of fake glamour attached to the suits of armor that they wear. A piece from each of the different groups that are represented on the council make up these intricate kind of clockwork beings. And the fact that somebody was able to not only get a gear out of one of them, but they made them disappear without a trace is unusual. Yeah. And then you know that the tools that Santa used to make these are still in the workshop. And the only things that would really be able to take them apart would be those tools, based on that Identify spell.
Okay. Yeah, I pick up the gear and I spend a minute taking a look at it, and I'm like, I don't understand how somebody could just listen. Santa Claus himself made these, all right, and this is all we've got left. I don't understand what could do this, all right. Does anybody have any ideas? I've never seen anything.
I don't quite understand what's going on.
Is this part of your criminal, Helena?
Helena.
What's your name, Helena?
Helena, yes.
Yeah, so short.
My family has many interesting skills. This is quite possibly one of them. But there's many people that want the staff. So I saw my family here, though, so that's my number one suspicion. But it could be one of many.
The Pine God has mentioned no suspicious activity, aside from what you have told us of your maybe potential criminal. This must be them.
Is the door, has anything gone wrong with the door at all, or is it just these?
Yeah, go ahead and make, anybody who wants to can make either an Arcana check or an investigation check on the door.
Does somebody have really good Arcana, really good investigation? I can try to give you the help action.
No, I've got nature though.
We've got 2 on both of them.
Oh, okay. I'm give this a roll. I was a 8 investigation.
Ooh, that's a natural 1 for Helenia. She is.
Sure, we'll take a crack at it. So it's a crit. plus my 2 in Arcana.
Perfect. You know 2 things, Sir Conifer. You know many things, but 2 things you know really well. Doors and intricate pieces of jewelry, oddly enough. There's kind of a lot of pomp and circumstance associated with the Pine Guard. You are a group of fighters, but you're also kind of a primarily ceremonial group, and so as a part of that, you're very familiar with the intricacies of jewelry and kind of the magical effects that people have.
His shield is like totally, it's the most pimped out thing he has, with like the holy symbols and everything. It's like encrusted with like rubies and sapphires. Yeah, like a lot.
Mm-hmm. And the ring on the ground is similarly very showy and kind of interesting looking.
I should have cast Identify on the ring.
Helenia, you take a look at the ring. Even with a crit fail, this ring is unmistakably your father's.
Is it halfling size in my giant tree
Yeah.
hand?
Yeah.
That's Daddy's ring.
And then, Sir Conifer, you look up at the door, and with the natural 20 on your Arcana, you've only seen these runes from a distance that transport to this demi-plane. But something looks amiss here. You take, and you're able to do this on a natural 20. You break one of the seals on this door. Everything completely vanishes. The room no longer exists. Everything that you think would be there instead is just this empty void and just a stone wall with a door that kind of opens up. And inside you see the heads of state from each of the different groups bound in these iron bands of Bolero. You recognize the Sugar Plum Fairy, a very powerful fey creature completely incapacitated. You see the Shadowfell contingent, the Abominable Snowman. It looks like there was a huge scuffle in here and that a fight broke out. And all of these heads of state are incapacitated. And the seat where Santa normally sits is gone. And just then, Helenia, you feel a buzz on your hip from the scroll.
Wow, they look like they've been having a lot of fun.
No, more mind games.
Your idea of fun and mine are 2 very different things.
Santa's handwriting just says help on
He's
it.
like, hey, girl, you know that thing I said that wasn't going to happen? Whoop.
Helenia will turn the scroll around and show everyone Santa's help. Huh.
Oh.
Crime is afoot. We must hurry.
As the president of Santa's fan club, I am bound by duty to find him and then imprison whoever did this to him.
Can I take a look at any of the council members? You said they're incapacitated, right? Can I go to the Sugar Plum Fairy and cast Spare the Dying? Is it that kind of incapacitated?
They were all just like knocked unconscious by a very powerful spell. Nobody has died.
Okay. Then instead of Spare the Dying, can I backhand the Sugar Plum Fairy to try to wake her up?
My God, she's gonna murder you when she gets
on the
out of
job.
there.
All right, Santa Claus is missing, and he writes my paychecks.
Yeah, I call the Pine Guard to come,
Yeah.
get everyone up and out and secure the area.
Yeah.
Can Helenia use her sleight of hand / these tools to like unlock them, or is that how those work? Or is it a strength? Is that one a strength?
These are like magical restraints in essence. They're designed to like completely they've been modified in a way from a traditional one. You know, traditional iron bands of binding have been primarily used just to like cause people to like be fully restrained and incapacitated. These ones are designed to completely negate any powerful magic. They were what appear to be like hand tailored to iron against a fey creature. You know, something just completely there's like a piece of binding on the ones around Jack the Skeleton that kind of is like a piece of the Shadowfell and like this unbreakable sense of dread that exists kind of in his own nightmares that you don't even want to think about. The other creatures, as the Pine Guard arrives, they can't necessarily be moved from the West Wing without going through the Grand Hall. So the Pine Guard kind of does the next best thing and moves them into different bedrooms that are kind of in the West Wing, but are far away from the other guests. And I think Helenia, as much as possible, you're trying to contain the situation and limit how many people are in the West Wing.
Question, GM.
Yeah, I placed two guards in front of where the West Wing would be, and then one guard in front of each door.
Yep.
Perfect.
Question,
yeah,
GM.
and Helena will be helping.
Are there any plants in this room?
There are. I'll say there's general house plants and stuff.
House plants?
Yeah.
All right. First, Marigold is like getting down to business, and so she goes into her little like satchel that she has on her side, and she pulls out 4 horseshoes, and she picks up her feet, and she's like, "I'm about to get serious up in here."
let me change my shoes before I deal with you.
So she puts on the horseshoes of the Zephyr and then starts levitating 4 inches off the ground.
Okay.
And then she will float on over to the nearest grouping of houseplants.
As you enter this room and approach these houseplants, you see a lot, like, the houseplants they're still more or less there, but they almost look like they've been burnt to a crisp.
Are they still alive?
And then other ones almost look like after the first hard frost are just withered and like frozen in place. One of them's just in a solid block of ice.
Sir Conifer, are these plants still alive?
As I'm barking orders, I will look at them. Are those plants still alive? As being someone who is both humanoid and plant.
One of them looks a little bit alive.
That one, I yell and point to it.
Yeah, there's one in the middle that kind of, it's almost like a spider plant or an air plant. That kind of 2 halves of it are, or a third of it on either side is gone, but there's one stalk in the center that's still living.
Oh no. She wipes away some tears and I'm gonna do 2 things. I am going to first use an action to cast plant growth on all plants within 100 feet of that spider plant.
Okay.
That includes Sir Conifer. Is that
includes all the Pine Guard. All of them.
Only 100 foot radius from this houseplant. Yeah.
Sure. Sir Conifer, what's your current strength and con score?
My strength is an 18. I believe my constitution is a 16.
Okay, I'll say both of those scores bump up by 1 as a result of this plant growth spell.
Not gonna change my mods, but that's nice.
Yeah. So they bump up by 1, and as this is happening, you see all the pine guard kind of stand a little bit straighter up and like grow plant muscles, like their chlorophyll and chloroplast. I don't know.
And then Marigold is going to float up to the house plant and take its withering stalk that was once withering, but now is probably lush and like healthy. And I will cast Speak with Plants.
Cool.
Oh, little plant, will you tell me what happened to you and everyone in here and Santa?
If a plant could have 1,000-yard stare, but in its voice, that's essentially what happens here. You hear this shaky voice just go, I've seen things. Unspeakable horrors.
Today or in general?
Mostly today you get like that, just like and the plant like kind of gestures around.
It gives them a little bit of animation, so just like
it dances with its fronds.
Plant aside.
Now, if there's any information that you can give me that might help me find the people responsible for this, please. We must do it for Santa.
The plant. Seeing that, the plant pauses. It
just like crying and sobbing.
Yeah. It thinks for a moment, and just says, "All I saw was fire and ice, and it looked like they were heading to the workshop." No. The plant like reaches out and slaps Marigold a little bit, just like. No, it doesn't do that. But the plant just says, "I think they went towards the workshop."
The workshop. Okay, well, hopefully you and any other friends around here of your plant friends, if you have friends. I don't know about the social climate of plants, but I hope you all do well after I imbued you with all that magic.
I'm the only one still. And it looks over and sees like its plant friend like frozen in a block of ice and just like screams a little bit and then just doesn't talk the rest of them.
Marigold will walk back to the group.
Yep.
Wiping away snot.
Oh my god.
After, go ahead. Are you going to say something?
I just wanted to let you all know that there was something involving fire, something involving ice, and that they might be heading to the workshop.
Okay.
Elemental representatives, and at the word workshop, I'm booking it. My whole 25 movement speed. I don't know where that is, by the way.
Grip is so going that they're gonna get to his office and fiddle with his stuff. That he's like hiking up his pants. He's like, "Come on, we gotta go. Let's go to the office."
Helenia is going to take a quick once off around the room, looking for any thieves' cant.
As you do. You see a note in there. In Thieves' Cant, you recognize it as your mother's handwriting.
And it says...
Things aren't always as they appear. We're trying to save Santa.
LOL, JK.
Marigold hovers up to Helenia, says, "Speed is of the most essential, important something. Get on my back."
Okay, and uses her web or arachnid.
Yeah, but she creepy spider climbs up.
This
And
is the
then-
Halloween one shot. Oh no!
I'll use my 80-foot dash
Nice.
Oh my.
to head
Oh,
to the workshop.
And I will lead you like Remy and
You grab my horns. This way.
and Linguini. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Before you take off, Marigold, can I touch you and cast guidance? And you can add roll a d4 and add the number to any ability check,
Yeah.
just in case you get a hit with any dex or anything while you're flying.
Just slap my reindeer ass. Reindeer ass. Reindeer.
Yeah, yeah.
On my way. I'm not
Oh.
stopping.
Yep. As you take off, Grip, Sarconifer is just like sprinting.
Do not know where I'm going.
Sarconifer, you have like a vague idea of where Santa's workshop is. You know you have to go down, so you just go to the nearest staircase and are like sprinting down like several several
I
stories.
take it like 5 stairs at a time. You're like, oh shit, that's not safe. But
Yeah.
God, he's going.
At one point, you just like reach your hand onto the side, grip the banister, and like go over the edge, and your arm just like it just plants kind of grow down, and you're able to like just zoom down the last couple of flights, not taking any fall damage. Just kind of like monkey barring down. Because you are on a mission.
Yeah, that's a pure strength move. This man has no dex.
Yes, absolutely.
He's leaving like bars crunched behind him and like these giant handholds.
Helenia and Marigold, kind of similar thing. You are going down. Helena, you're able to get there a little bit quicker just because you're very familiar with the castle. Grip, as everybody is like zooming past, you just put your hand up on a block. And it like scans your palm. And you enter into, the like staff quarters and like the staff passages. You get on an elevator that just takes you straight into the workshop like entrance, and just get out as both Sarconifer like lands with a thunderous like just thud, a little bit of the ground dents in that you're gonna have to clean up later. And Marigold and Helenia arrive from the other side. And so all of you kind of converge at the same time in front of Santa's workshop. And that is where we're going to take a break for this. We're going to take a break here. It'll be about 10 minutes or so. We'll see you back at 8:45 Central Time.
Perfect.
All right. I'm going to transition us to the break.
Great.
If you hear the giant, creepy eldritch monster in the background, that is my dishwasher.
It's me.
It's Yuri, either one. Last we left off, our very merry band all came together at the front of Santa's workshop, as all of you are in hot pursuit of Santa's kidnappers. So as you arrive at the doors to Santa's workshop, you all, what would you like to do?
I want to see if I can't locate those tools that you said were used to create the doll.
Sure. Yeah.
So the doors are open.
They're kind of like swinging doors. I
would like to punch them open.
I misinterpreted what you meant. Sure enough, you all like come together. Sarconifer just stands up and very like, not calmly, but just very like efficiently just slams his fist into the doors and they fly open. Like a really bad Western movie. They just like fly on their hinges and like make indents in the door as he like stoops in and like enters into this giant warehouse space. And all of you file in. Grip, you said you're looking for the tools for that workshop. It's very easy to tell where these are because you see steps side by side of one very frosty figure and then one like singed set of footprints and like drag marks through the kind of through the floor and everything like that. And you're able to follow these to a bench that currently, and this like work surface that has the two clockwork beings. The mechanical parts completely stripped out of them. They're completely inert, just lying on top of a table kind of in the center of the workshop. near where Santa usually spends the most amount of time.
Sir Conifer, before you go, I just want to tell you that you're gonna do a really good job. And Sir Conifer is bardically inspired.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It lasts for 10 minutes, so you're good. Just keep
Golem was it recently like dismantled like this, or is it just like a holdover kind of?
This looks fresh. Like, it looks like one of them look like they were like frozen from the inside out. The other one looks like they were melted down. And they both are kind of piled up. Melissa, you look, as Helenia kind of is looking over these things, two names are kind of floating around in the back of your head. You look on your list and you see part of kind of the elemental group. You see two names called where were they? You have what are known as the Miser Brothers. You have Mr. Snow and Mr. Sun. And it's interesting with these two. You recognize these names as members that were formerly on the council, but were removed a couple of centuries back. You remember in your predecessor's notes, kind of, if you see either of these beings, and they kind of had mugshots for both of them, swiftly removed from the premises, never allow them to be on the list, so to speak. And you and Santa reviewed this list multiple times. There was no way for that to escape either of your notice. So it's weird that they are showing up now.
Hey guys, we got the Miser Brothers. One's cold, one's hot.
Not the Miser Brothers. How did they get?
The Fiends!
Why are you calling him hot when he took Santa?
Hot is in their actual physical temperature, Marigold.
Marigold's like, the only hot one to me is Santa. Marigold's like, I will be the new Mrs. Claus.
They're not supposed to be here. They are definitely on the naughty list. Well,
we need to
not sure how they got in.
We need to go remove those troublemakers right now.
Someone had to help.
I'm already following the footprint.
Do I see any thieves' cant around here at all?
You don't see any thieves' cant around here. That chill that you were feeling earlier, is present whenever you're by these frosty footsteps, though.
It's the same chill grip.
Yeah.
Oh, the pipe burster.
They've been here the whole time.
I want to follow the icy footsteps.
Yeah, are they the hot and icy footprints going the same, like with the same drag?
Yeah. They go into what look to be kind of they almost look like they're entering I'm trying to remember. They kind of make their way through the warehouse floor, and you see like some teddy bears have like caught on fire. Some presents are like stuck on like icicles and stalactites hanging from the ceiling. You also see these footprints abruptly stop right as they enter into a wall.
Flame's gonna walk up to the wall and just kind of put her.
Yeah, assuming this wall is an illusion, I attempt to walk through it confidently.
You walk directly into a wall.
More mind games.
Oh, I don't have Melba Stone.
Let's see, what do I have? I have nothing. I am going to kind of feel along for hinges, for locks, for things that I can open.
Sure.
I'm going to punch the wall.
How thick is that wall?
Yeah, can I make some kind of check to see how sturdy or hefty this wall is?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll say you can use just like a general tools check, whatever you have.
Wait,
and then
you're
you can.
a dwarf, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, actually, yeah.
I
So
have
if you
it.
want to,
Stonework.
yeah,
Yeah.
stonework, anything like that. So if you want to use like mason's tools or anything
Yeah,
like that, cool. I'll say you can use your wisdom modifier with this. So it's like wisdom plus proficiency.
Oh, bad. Oh, baby, but that. Oh wait, I rolled the same thing twice, so that's gonna be proficiency an 11.
11. I'll say with Helenia, if you want to make like just a general investigation check as well.
Nothing. That's a 5.
Just walk up.
Nothing.
Yep. That's a wall.
That's a wall. You two are like going through it, and all of a sudden Sir Conifer just like punches. If you want to make an attack roll, Yuri, go ahead.
I would love to.
It's a wall.
10 plus 8, so 18.
18. Yeah, easily enough. You make contact with this wall, and you crack some of the mortar that is in like this kind of within like this lane bricks, and you reveal like a door frame. As you kind of like shake out your hand or whatever, Marigold, what are you doing in this moment?
I am trying to fix the cameras. All right.
Oh, okay.
So you just punched a hole in the wall, right? But is it a big hole?
Cracked it, didn't you?
It was like they had covered it up. They tried to like cover up the door
Yeah.
with like mortar or something, and I punched it so hard the mortar's fallen off.
All right. So I'm just gonna charge into the hole.
Sure.
I love this dynamic of let's run into things. This is great.
Marigold, hold on. It's a door. Let me unlock it first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you see a point where like you could fit your thieves' tools in and like kind of pop the spring there? So if you want to make a thieves' tool check.
God dang it. That is a whopping 2 on the dice for because it's like Dex plus proficiency. So that is 11.
Isn't this your job?
The thieves' tools don't break. You're just not able to get this lock open. As Marigold has like kind of stumbled back or whatever, you're still levitating off the ground. Grip, you know this door doesn't necessarily exist on any of the schematics that you had seen previously. So this is like an old tunnel. But kind of in combination, all of you working together, we'll say Sir Conifer,
keep punching.
You keep punching, and
That's
eventually,
our solution in the Pine Guard. You don't understand, just punch it.
And oddly enough, it's an effective strategy. This
door... is not very sneaky, Sir Conifer. They're going to know we're coming now.
Then Marigold charges in.
Both of you just barrel
they
on
shall
through
know
this
their
door.
Destruction.
Elenia's just
Hand in
on
hand.
holding my antlers. We're just zooming through the air.
As Helenia and then Grip just like are watching on in horror as these two just like barrel on through and head down this stone tunnel that you recognize Grip as leading deeper into the mountain itself. All of you proceed through, and after a couple of minutes, you arrive. I'm gonna switch over on our battle map here.
Battle map.
All of you arrive into what looks to be like this 200-foot wide opening, this dormant caldera that is now capped in snow. While slightly dormant, underneath, you can feel as you're crossing this ancient rope bridge, you enter in to this kind of open chasm. on top of an obsidian formation in the center of this cavern, you see an Afridi and a Korashi, a fire and an ice genie, standing on either side. They are dressed to the nines. They have a little cane. Each of them have a cane. And in between them, on his high-backed velvet chair, sits Santa, totally incapacitated, bound in a similar way to the others. As the two beings look on as all of you arrive and say, Mr. Sun, I just gotta change their name. Mr. Sun looks at all of you and says, well, it's about time you showed up. I was starting to get worried you wouldn't be able to keep up.
Give
And
Santa back!
then Mr. Snow goes, why don't you come and get him, dear?
Hey, Snow, are you the guy that's been messing with my pipes?
What, those damp things?
Look, Santa, we need to know about these pipes.
Yeah, listen, all right, that's my work, all right, that's my livelihood. You don't be messing with my pipes. And I want to, before we get in, I am going to cast Enhance Ability on Sir Conifer. I'm gonna give them what do I want to do? Oh yeah, you're gonna get Bear's Endurance. You have advantage on con checks and you gain 2d6 temp hit points. So do I roll that or do you roll that?
You roll that.
I think you roll it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gain 9 temp HP.
No.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't think it stacks.
It doesn't stack.
It
Right,
does
but
not. No,
But
But
I'm
it
so
goes up to
sorry.
9.
Yeah.
The
About
10 hit
your
points
cookie.
won't stack. But remind me, it just says Constitution checks.
Yes, advantage on con checks.
Okay. So that'll help if you're trying to maintain
Oh.
spells.
Yeah.
Since that'll be, I don't think those. I'll just say it won't extend to like Constitution saving throws, but I'll let you do it to maintain concentration on your checks. Cool. Any other actions anybody wants to take before we roll initiative? They're not surprised, so they see you casting the spell.
Oh yeah, I'm so bad right now.
Yeah. You see Mr. Snow kind of holds like a ball of ice in his hand, just floating there. And you see Mr. Sun takes out a flaming scimitar. And the two of them kind of look at each other, wink, and then look at all of you, and let's roll initiative.
I am going to cast Shield of Faith on Helena, saying, everyone stay close, but I know your job needs you to be far. So that's a +2 bonus to your AC.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, and I definitely, if possible, for the party, I need to go against Mr. Fire because I have fire resistance.
Yes, I need to go against Mr. Ice. I have ice resistance.
Let's go.
I have. God, what's it called?
I rolled a 7 on my initiative.
I mean,
Sir
I rolled a
Conifer,
7 too.
it's the opposite of resistance. Oh, I'm vulnerable to fire.
Sir Conifer, you can use your Bardic Inspiration and add it to your initiative if you want.
I think I'm going to do that because I rolled a 10 and I don't have enough.
Eight.
I only rolled a 2. So I got 7 on mine.
8! It was! 18!
Just trying to get all these things. No, I want to. How do you do this every time, Jeff? Let's see here. Okay. So, who do we have? So, 20 to 25. Anybody got anything? Nope. Okay. How about 15 to 20?
18.
I can spell Conifer.
I couldn't
That's
find
fine.
any winter holiday battle music,
That's
so I did
just
something
fine.
dramatic.
Okay.
We just do Carol of the Bells, but like the heavy metal version.
Mhm.
Oddly enough, that was what I was listening to while writing this entire thing.
Is that copyright? I think I'm just gonna play it.
That is probably copyrighted.
Yeah, let's not.
A Carol of the Bells has been around forever.
Yes, but that particular version.
That particular version.
Oh.
The orchestra.
There we go. So Conifer, 10 to 15.
I rolled garbage.
Let me just double check the stats that I had here. Okay. Okay. Then 10 to 5.
7.
7.
7.
I have 20 decks.
I got a 6.
Jeez, we all rolled garbage. But apparently Sun rolled worse. So that
Yeah. He's a big boy, but not very dexterous. So with that, we will go ahead and get started in combat. On initiative 20, we are going to say that beneath you, as you see all of this frozen kind of magma appear before you, and kind of below you, all of a sudden there is a geyser that bubbles up underneath it. And he centers it right kind of in between all of you on the rope bridge. So I need a dexterity saving throw from everybody.
Oh no! Oh wait. Wyatt, how do paladins?
Oh yeah. So you get. Let me add this here. I think that is.
Is it just a 1 to all saves, or?
What is your charisma bonus, or what is your charisma modifier?
4.
4. So everybody gets a +4 to this roll because you're within 10 feet of Sir Conifer with Aura of Protection.
Oh,
Nice.
dang.
Also, if this is a spell, you have resistance to the damage. Oh, that's not good.
This is not a spell.
Okay.
That's a big old chunky 11.
22.
22.
2. Marigold?
I got a 15.
15. Okay. Everybody except Sir Conifer succeeds, so you'll take half damage on this.
I will
Wyatt,
take none damage on this.
Wyatt, can I do a slight
Damage,
retcon?
yep. Sure.
Can I add guidance to my initiative? Because it's ability checks.
You do have guidance.
But it's up to you to let me retcon it or not.
I think too much time would have passed to use grips for that.
Just wanted to double check.
Yeah. Helenia, you take no damage. Everybody else will take. God, I rolled garbage. 5 fire damage if you saved. 10 fire damage if you failed. So Sir Conifer, that I believe with your fire vulnerability, that goes up to 20.
20. All right, so that used all 9 of my temporary hit points, and that drops my. So I'm down to 110.
Do
110.
I have the damage after saving as well for fire resistance?
Yeah, so you only take 2 points of fire damage. As this like geyser of molten magma, liquid hot magma, appears from underneath the bridge, singeing a hole in it and spilling on all of you. Sir Conifer gets the worst of it, and the damage is most severe there. Helenia, you're able to see it and duck out of the way. But with that, we will go ahead and that then turns over to you, Yuri.
Okay, I'm going to grab my shield in one hand and pull out my flail in the other. The flail itself is just like an iron rod with these gold chains, and hanging on the end is just a perfect spherical gold ball. I'm going to hold it aloft in the air and say, "The light of the forest shall smite you all!" And I'm going to bonus action activate my Sunblade as these little spikes of light erupt from the golden ball. And then
cool.
I'm going to, That's my big magic item I put. I've already warned my friends to stay close to me. With my big billowing pine leaf cape, if you stand within 5 feet of me, you get half cover.
Oh,
So,
neat.
I'm going to move 25 feet because that's my movement. And then I'm going to hold position. Oh, wait, that was too far. I'm going to hold position and attempt to taunt. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. Attempt to taunt the ice guy to come over.
Sure. Oh. Cool. Anything else on your turn?
If that's a free action, I'm going to hold and attack if one of them gets, teleports close to me, you know?
Cool. Yeah, so if any of them teleport close to you, you will do that. Awesome. So, next up is Mr. Snow. I'm just gonna see how close he is here. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna move, he has a fly speed of 60 feet. So he's gonna fly off as this kind of winter wind comes up from underneath him. And he's hovering about 5 feet off the ground right now. And he is going to use his action to use his ice shards ability. So the snowballs that were kind of hovering in his hand, he turns out and kind of forces his palm and in a 60-foot line, which I think will hit both. Yeah, that'll hit Marigold, Grip, and Sir Conifer. I need another dexterity saving throw.
Do I still have the +4 from Sir Conifer?
You are not within 10 feet of him, so no.
Is this a spell?
This is a spell. Yep.
At 11.
From Shield Master, adding my +2 of my shield, that's a 21.
Cool.
6 plus 6 is
12.
Yeah.
Okay. Grip, what did you get?
11.
11. So
I don't get a bonus from the paladin, do I?
No.
There is a you get advantage on all saving throws, or no, you add your charisma to all saving throws. Paladin out there.
In my defense, I should not have used the I shouldn't have used the bardic inspiration. I should have stayed low to stay with the team. So that's on me. I'm sorry, guys.
That's fine.
Okay. So Sir Conifer, you're gonna take no damage from this because you saved with Shield Master.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. So
could that lessen the damage of the people behind me? Maybe.
I don't know necessarily if Shield Master will work like that, but
No,
since you're
but
providing half cover,
that is a +2. Half cover is +2 to dexterity.
Yeah, so I'll say I'll say Marigold and Grip. I'll give you the +2 for that. To that saving throw.
14s. I think I still fail.
13.
What did you get, Grip?
13 with the +2.
13.
Right.
Marigold, you save on a 14.
Oh.
Ooh.
Grip, you fail on a 13.
Mm-hmm.
So, as this happens, Grip, you are. Just gonna make sure I'm reading this right. So you two will take. Let me think here. 15, 21. Marigold, you take 12 cold damage.
Does that mean I take 20?
Yeah, and you'll take 24 cold damage, Grip.
Alright.
Yeah, they're really big abilities that they're using early on. Yep, so the Ice Genie will hold his hands out, and then you are going to be knocked prone. You're pushed back 10 feet and you're knocked prone. So I'm just going to move your token back here.
Okay.
And
that's half movement to get back up?
Yep, have to get back up from prone. And with that, that ends his turn. Helenia, you are up.
My turn. Okay, I am going to change my cursor to the grabber cursor and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 feet of movement. I'm going to do some sneak stuff and take a bonus action and hide within Sir Conifer's crazy cloak.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a 25 to stealth.
Ooh.
Perfect. Yeah, you believe you are completely hidden.
Cool. And because I am hidden, I will get advantage on that attack roll as I pull up my short bow and shoot towards Snow.
Absolutely, go for it.
And get a 24 to hit.
24 absolutely will hit. Go ahead and roll damage with sneak attack.
That's 66.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck him up.
And, ooh, wow. 10, 14, 18, 23, 28. And as I shoot out my crossbow, I say, Silent Night, Snow. Shoot out the crossbow.
After watching this, what can only be described as a true blizzard erupting from this ice genie, you come up behind, use that almost as the cover to get behind Sir Conifer, and then emerging from just as if you were flying down from the boughs of these giant pine trees, you come up from underneath the cloak and then fire your short bow. It connects directly into his chest as a little bit of ice immediately forms around the arrow. That's a big hit. And he kind of splutters for a moment before regaining his composure. Anything else you want to do on your turn? I think that's everything.
I did movement action bonus, so that is all I got.
Awesome. That brings us over to Grip.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend the half movement. So I have 25 feet of movement. How does that round? Down or up? For half?
So you have 10 more feet of movement.
10 more.
Yeah.
So you're 25 as a dwarf, right?
Yeah. So I have 10 more feet of movement. Ooh.
Yep.
I love that everyone has 25 feet of movement, except for Marigold.
I am speed.
With the Zephyr horseshoes, I mean, you have a 80 foot?
No.
And you can
those are horseshoes of speed. Horseshoes of the
of
Zephyr just means that I can go
levitate off the ground.
Levitate 4 inches off the ground, unaffected by water or lava or anything. So I could zoom around on all this lava and ice. And I can travel for 12 hours without taking exhaustion.
Nice.
I do like to imagine that they're formed like ice skates and you ice skate around.
Ooh.
Does Mr. Snow have a weapon? I know you said he had his snowballs.
Yeah. You kind of recognize there's a quarterstaff on his back, but it doesn't look like.
Okay. Oh man, I'm very. Okay. Well, first of all, I'm gonna move my. Can I move here with my 10 feet of movement?
Yep.
And then I should be within. Let's go ahead and. Am I 60 feet from? How far am I from Santa?
From Santa, you are
close.
70 feet away.
Oh, ideas. Okay. Then I'm going to cast. Do I see any metal at all on Mr. Snow? Is his quarterstaff's metal?
His quarterstaff isn't metal, but you do recognize the jewelry that he's wearing on his wrists as form of metal.
Okay.
Do fire damage on the Snow. Fire damage on Snow.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a second level heat metal.
Cool.
2d8. Oh wait, no. Yeah, he takes 3d8 fire damage. So is that gonna be 6d8 fire damage?
You, as you're casting this, you recognize that he isn't vulnerable to heat. But you do recognize it as like he is affected by fire damage. And you would kind of hazard a guess based on the spell that Mr. Snow, Ice Elemental, Cold's not going to work on him.
Yeah.
Mr. Sun, Fire Elemental, Fire's not going to work on him.
Right.
So you have the right approach. What is the saving throw that do I make a saving throw?
Yeah, the teacher is holding or wearing and must succeed on a con save or drop the object. It doesn't drop.
Okay.
They take the damage regardless.
Yeah, they take the damage regardless.
If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Ooh, nice.
And it's a concentration spell, right?
Yes, and I have advantage on it.
Yeah.
So
The enhanced ability ends, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
Did you cut through those
yeah,
Okay.
I did. But the shield of faith that was on Helena, there's no way I could beat a 24 in a con.
It halves down, so
Yeah, it
it
would be a 12.
just have to make a 12.
Okay. I didn't. I got a 4.
Okay. The shield of faith around Helena disappears.
I'm so sorry.
Did you say Constitution saving throw for the heat metal in order to maintain a hold on it? He's wearing them, so I think it's more of like, yeah, there's just no way for him unless he's spending time to actually take it off. So go ahead, roll that damage if you haven't already.
Okay. Yeah, that will be 15 fire damage.
15 fire damage. Nice.
Is your arcane focus a plunger?
My big pipe wrench that I've got holding on, I'll wield it aloft.
Mhm.
Quit freezing my damn pipes.
Awesome. Oh, cool. Grip, I think that's everything you can do. And then, was it on a bonus action on subsequent turns? You can Okay.
The damage.
Perfect. Okay. Cool. With that, then I believe that brings us to Marigold.
Question: are there any objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried? Worn or carried?
You see a bunch of like obsidian rocks around you. You do see I'm gonna roll actually, I'll have you roll this luck check.
Okay.
On a 10 or higher, Santa's gift bag came with him when the brothers kidnapped him. On 11 or higher, Santa's gift bag came with him. On a 10 or lower, it did not.
It was a 6.
6. He doesn't have his bag with him.
That's okay. So these obsidian stones, are they like pieces of broken off and they're just there, just like these sharp obsidian?
Yeah, they're just kind of round on the ground, just like any other kind of stone.
Yeah,
like, frozen heart of a volcano.
Do you think that there's 10 of them?
I would hazard a guess that there are more than 10 of them in this.
At least 10 tiny obsidian stones?
I will allow this. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna trot forward, and I'm gonna go. Ah, ah, ah. I'm just gonna like start singing, but beautifully. Actually, let's do. Are there any like Christmas songs related to like stones?
I don't have encyclopedic knowledge of
I'm just gonna start singing Santa's Coming to Town, but like my mascara is just like bleeding from my eyes, and I'm just like sobbing as I'm singing this. And then I'm gonna cast animate objects on 10 sharp obsidian stones.
Okay, perfect.
And then as a bonus action, I don't know, I'll have them all move in a group so that I don't have to worry about them. I'm just gonna put up a little
yeah.
token.
Perfect.
They are 10 of these tiny things, and
I think that's like a +9 to hit or something ridiculous, isn't it?
+8. So yeah, I'm just gonna have them all like shoot at Mr. Snow from like both sides, all
Okay.
culminating like right up next to him. And so I'm gonna make 10 attack rolls.
Oh my goodness.
I apologize already, but let's just see how many hit.
Sure.
26.
Okay.
26.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. So 26.
This is my bonus
what is
action, by the way.
What's this? God. I don't feel bad for layer actions now. What was the second one to attack?
26 and 26. This is her only like
Sure.
attack spell.
Okay. Next up.
22.
That'll hit.
19.
Gotta double check. A 19 still hits.
22.
Hits.
Natural 20. I'll set that one
Jeez.
to the side.
Yep. Cool. So 5 of them have hit.
6. 6 have hit. It was the natural 20
6
after
have
that. Yep.
Oh, okay.
How about an 18?
18 just meets its armor class.
All right. 23.
Yep.
Natural 1, so one of them will miss. And then
One
the
of them
last one
misses.
is a 26. So 9 of them hit, so I will roll 9d4
Cool.
plus 36.
Yeah.
+36.
So all these sharp obsidian stones, it's a 5th level
You roll-
spell.
roll-
So
10
Right.
10d4, right? Because of the crit.
oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, do you want me to roll an extra one or just double that one?
Why don't you? I'll just have you roll an extra one.
Okay, that works.
I'll do it a little bit differently than how we do it for Dungeon Sphere.
How many is that so far? 8, 9, 10. All right, so I did it on Owlbear, so that was 21 plus 36, so that is 57.
Jesus.
Mascara
Okay.
just... Santa Claus is coming to town!
How much did that do?
57.
57. Okay.
Watch out.
You better watch out.
You
You better watch out.
You better watch out.
Yeah. We'll say that's all happening as these like sharp obsidian rocks are like cutting into Mr. Snow and are just like cutting him up all over.
Yes.
Nice use of a
That
5th
is-
level spell dev.
That is her only damaging spell other than Vicious Mockery.
My God.
It's a good one.
It's a very good one. Oh my God. Cool. So action and bonus action are good.
Yeah, that's
And you already moved. Perfect. Okay. Now it is Mr. Sun's turn. Let me see. He is going to seeing you hurt his brother, he's gonna fly over and land right about there next to Marigold. I'll say Circonifer and Helenia, if you two want to take attacks of opportunity as he's flying over you, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah. Hit him.
Cool.
Heck yes.
23.
23?
23.
Why is this dice so hard to read? 24 with my rapier.
Okay. And then sneak attack just says once per turn, right?
Well, I don't think I can do it
Yeah,
because
I don't think it-
wasn't,
yeah.
it wasn't hidden / advantage. So
No. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
going to
Double
be
Cool.
8 points of radiant damage.
8 points.
10
radiant
points of rapier slashing, maybe.
damage.
Piercing.
Yeah. So that's 18 total. Perfect. Those slash into him as he lands on the other side of Marigold and is going to slash down twice with his scimitar.
Rude. Who is within 10 feet of... Oh, but that's a saving throw, so never mind.
Yeah,
those
so
are
this
for
is
saving
just...
throws.
Yeah, this is just...
Yeah. If she was literally like one space up next to me, she'd get half cover, but...
Yeah.
Not
Does
that big.
Does a 16 hit Marigold?
Yes.
Okay. So you will take 15 points of slashing damage plus 4 points of fire damage.
15 plus 4.
Yep.
I rolled a 19 for the con check.
Perfect. Everything's still up. He's going to make a second attack against you. 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
6 slashing damage and 7 fire damage. So 13.
All right, and she succeeds that con check with a 24.
Beautiful.
I also do have the protection fighting style
Oh,
as
cool.
well for any please stand next to me.
Yeah. Cool. Now that is done, it goes back up to the top of initiative. Mr. Snow, seeing all of this, is going to hold a hand up to the ceiling and point at Sir Conifer, Helenia, and Marigold. I need all 3 of you to... actually, I don't need you to do anything. I have to roll. So,
Their attack rolls.
yeah.
So you have advantage.
They do have disadvantage because they are attack rolls. Thank you for keeping me honest. So the lower of those 2 is a 19 to hit Sir Conifer.
19 just hits.
Oh.
Just hits? Okay.
Yeah.
Just hits. Okay, so these are... you will take... So it's 12 cold damage. So that goes to 6 for you.
Okay, cool.
Yep. These are then disadvantage on Helenia. That's only a 10 to hit.
No.
Which won't hit. And then Marigold. Lowest one is a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
So you are going to take sorry, that's out. 11 points of cold damage.
And I rolled a natural 1. Animate objects.
Oh,
All of the
no.
obsidian
No.
stones drop.
Oh no.
Oh
Oof.
no.
That's rough.
Wyatt's like, yes!
I did say I wasn't going to go easy on the fight.
Oh no,
Mhm.
definitely not. Marigold can handle it.
What are you at, Marigold?
Hurting.
you
You see multiple different cuts from the sword on me, and then
Are you
the... I'm bloodied, yes, I'm bleeding out. But you can't see it from the Santa's red coat, but...
That's why it's red.
That's why it's red. He bathes it in the blood of innocence. That's why she's his biggest fan.
On that note, Sir Conifer, it's your turn.
Who are you most mad at, Marigold?
Snow.
Okay.
He froze the plants.
I just need to know who to focus and if you're gonna come stand near me.
Oh, I will come. Well,
Okay.
I can't leave Sun's reach. I'm yelling. I'm singing this to you.
Okay.
I can't leave the sun,
Okay.
Lord's reach.
I'm gonna turn my back on Snow and move over to Sun, and I'm just gonna wail on him with my flail now that my friends are, within reach of me, that I can help if something happens.
Perfect.
First one is a 12. Don't think
12.
that's it.
Nope, does not hit.
No. Good for checking. Next one's a 27, though.
That'll definitely hit.
I am just gonna pump a quick first level smite
Divine
into it.
Sure
Yeah.
thing. So that is 3d8 plus whatever bonuses you have.
2 of those were an 8. One of them was a 1.
Ooh.
So that's going to be 17 plus 6 for 23 points of radiant damage.
Nice hit. Gonna get my calculator out. Quick maths.
Bam.
What was that total damage again?
23.
23. Nice. Yeah, on that first hit, your flail, this golden ball, it almost looks like a Christmas ornament, just glowing radiant light. You like swing it over your head and just totally uppercut Mr. Sun. And this guy's large, but you're kind of on par with him in terms of size. He's just a little bit bigger than you, but you're taking him on no issue.
And then bonus action, I would like to attempt to shove him with my shield.
Yes, definitely. You are able to do that with Shield Master. So I believe that's I think shoves are, I'm trying to remember I don't know if it's an attack roll or if it's contested athletics.
I think they're contested athletics.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, let's just fucking do this. I'll check the rules in a second.
Yeah.
Gonna be. Okay. Where's my character sheet? 17?
He got a 24
Damn
on
it,
his athletics check.
Oh man, I rolled a 9, so.
Yeah, he rolled an 18.
That's fine.
Yeah.
At this point, I just kind of like bash my shield up against like his sword where he's deflecting.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you're just fed up and fighting. Awesome. From that, then we move to Mr. Snow. Yeah, he's got heat metal on his things. I'm gonna say it takes him a full action to take all the jewelry off, all the metal stuff that he's holding, and it drops sizzling to the ground. I think seeing this, he is going to go, I think he's going to back up 20 feet, and he's just going to hang out over here.
Well, in the player's handbook, there's no shove, but there is a shoveling if you needed that information. Let's go
Fancy.
check the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Yeah, it might be in the DM's guide. Yep,
Shove?
so Snow. Yeah.
Shove is contested. It's basically just grapple, except you're shoving.
Okay, perfect. Cool. Great. With that is Helenia's turn.
Helenia's going to do the same thing except for that she did before, except for on Sun. Come up here. Do a hide.
Sure.
Ooh, that was a garbage hide. She might not be hidden.
Shove aside? Sure.
That is only 17.
17. Let's see what okay. He rolled a nat 1. You are hidden. He is preoccupied with the big tree daddy in front of him.
Tree daddy!
Okay. I am swinging the rapier this time.
Ooh.
Holy Knights.
Oh, maybe it's under the attack section.
That's a nat 19 on the dice for a 30 to hit.
Easily hits.
So add a d8 instead of one of the d6s. 8, 12, 15, 17, 25, plus another 7 is 32 points of damage.
Ooh, buddy. Yeah, you, very similar to how you attack Snow, you're just running up and you, with a quick flourish, are able to stab into Mr. Sun's thigh, as it's almost like his blood is as hot as like molten lava. So it's just steaming coming off of him as he like staggers back.
Beautiful.
After that is Grip.
All right. So we've got Mr. Snow back up, Mr. Sunfall up here in our business. We need to deal with this guy. I think I'm going to. I like where I'm at. I'm going to cast a second level guiding bolt. Oh wait, my concentration is freed up now, isn't it?
Mhm.
That is.
It is.
I am. So, Mr. Wyatt, do I see any objects, small, maybe even tiny objects, littering the ground anywhere?
I seem
Stone.
to recall at least 10 tiny obsidian shards.
This sounds
from-
familiar.
Yeah,
I don't
think
know.
heard
I don't
something
think I've
about
ever heard this before. This is a new spell to me. Was this out in Strixhaven?
I guess then I'm gonna use animate objects and summon 10 tiny little stones.
We love Forge Clerics.
I love Forge Clerics so much.
Okay, let's go with this bullshit. Let's.
Well, that is my one 5th level spell. So
Sure thing.
how did you do your tokens?
On the right side of Owlbear, there should be
Here.
like a bunch of just like stand-in generic tokens.
I'll pull
Okay,
this.
there you go.
Okay. And I can have them make attacks against Mr. Sun.
Mr. Sun. Okay. So where are you summoning them? Are you kind of bringing them
Let me check.
here?
Where are you sunning them?
Get out. Get out.
Get out of my game!
I'm gonna, just for that, Deb, you're taking all the aggro.
Can I can I summon them like right here? Is there space for them to kind of crawl up onto the bridge?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I'd like to summon them there, and they have a.
There has been an awful, disconcerting amount of crawling going on in this game, may I say.
So
This
now
is
that
the
I
holiday
have
special, y'all.
10
Yeah.
attacks. To me.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
gonna roll these 3 at a time.
Sounds good. Marigold, you're on deck for planning out anything you need to.
Beautiful. I already know what I'm gonna do.
Tell him you're mad at him for kidnapping Santa Claus and cast Vicious Mockery. Tell him he doesn't have a fan club. And if he did, you'd hate them.
Oh, one more.
I think you might have been muted, by the way.
If you were listing off numbers.
No. I was muttering to myself. All right, I got
Okay.
the attack rolls. So, got a 14. What AC am I aiming for here?
17.
17. Okay, then that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those hit.
Cool.
That is 6d4 plus 24.
Yep.
Okay. Plus 24. Let me get that down real quick. And I'm just gonna do that.
Cool.
Over here on the
Yeah.
6d4.
Grip's actually the one that taught me that.
Oh my god, this is atrocious. Oh, I wish you guys could see these rolls. So that is plus 24. Oh, that's not that bad. That is 32 damage. I rolled 5 ones.
2.
Oh,
That's
Oh.
rough.
Yeah. Oof. My, oh my.
I tell him, I say, hey, get your brother back here so he can fix my pipes, or you're gonna get such an uncomfortable rock in your shoe.
That was just a warning.
Triple rock in your
A
shoe.
warning shot.
Yeah. With that hit, you see Mr. Sun is starting to look bloodied. Just kind of that. Definitely not doing as hot as he was at the beginning of the fight. Jesus. Okay. After that, we move to or anything else on your turn?
No, that's all. I don't got anything I can do right now.
That's all. Marigold, you are up.
I'm going to look over at Mr. Snow and say with unsettling words. So as a bonus action, I'm expending a bardic inspiration and I'm choosing Mr. Snow to subtract a 1d8 from the next saving throw that he makes before the start of my next turn. So he will have -6 to the next saving throw.
Cool.
And then I cast Suggestion on him.
Alrighty.
Let's see if he's
Yes,
being
queen.
charmed.
Do it.
Ba-ba-ba.
Melt.
I
Okay.
feel like you take off your little Santa hat and you do like those big doe eyes at him.
If he's immune,
Just review.
the spell automatically fails.
I'm just
Oh, wait.
reviewing. He
Am I
gets to
within
make
range?
I was
Not
just
in
looking at
range.
that. Yeah, you're 30. You would have to.
I would have to move
You're
to-
40 feet away. Yep, and you would risk taking an opportunity attack.
I'll take that opportunity attack.
Cool. Does a 15 hit Marigold?
Yes.
Not
Cool.
with shield protection, it doesn't. You re-roll that.
It's at disadvantage. That's right. I rolled a 16 that time, so 15 still hits.
That fails. Well,
Did you add the
When-
+2 to your AC for
Oh.
half cover?
depends on when I get attacked.
Well,
the
it would
reach
have
is
to be
5.
within the reach.
Yeah.
Within the reach.
Yeah.
Yep. So you get a +2 to your armor class.
So that's 16.
16.
So the 14
this-
would miss.
Yeah. This narrowly comes down.
It finally worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just and the hot scimitar just kind of slides like a hot iron knife
Right
through
into the
butter.
bridge.
Right into the bridge as Marigold dashes away within 30 feet
Yeah,
of
with
Mr.
the
Snow.
like flourish of the pine needle cape.
Okay. Okay, so he has a wisdom saving throw.
DC 17 wisdom. If he can
And
be
then
charmed.
it's a -6.
-6.
Yeah, nowhere on homebrewed, obviously, because ice genies don't really exist in but yeah, just like Afridi's can't be charmed, or they
Can be charmed.
they can be charmed, so there's nothing in there
Wonderful.
that is. So I am going to make wisdom saving
-6,
throw.
-6.
So this is
I'm
minus
so
6.
excited to hear this suggestion. I need to know what it's gonna be. What is it?
You are so lucky I roll low.
He
He has a +7. I got a 14. -6 is an 8.
The battle is
Well,
going in your
Tim,
favor, and you know you are gonna lose. So I suggest you release Santa and run before any more harm comes to you.
Surrender, surrender.
Actually, help me free him. I'm gonna try to do it.
But
So
don't
it's 5,
give
10, 15, 20,
yourself
25,
away.
30, 35, 40. She's running towards Santa. She's be like, Mr. Snow, you're losing. Give up. Free Santa and run. And then we'll let you go.
And then we'll let you go after you have run.
So he will act on that suggestion on his turn.
And that's
Um,
everything that I can do.
Cool. Great.
As I'm
Um,
floating through the air, ice skating. But it's
Yeah.
not like these two legs, like the front left and the back right don't move at the same time. It's the two right move and then the two left move. It's
Yes.
it's very disconcerting to watch.
You got that hip sway.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody ice skate on all fours before, but I do imagine it would be disconcerting.
Mr. Sun sees this all happen. He's gonna snap his fingers, and a wall of fire surrounds Marigold. So this it's a ring wall, 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. So I'm just gonna draw this around.
Oh my god.
So it's 20 foot.
I will fail that dexterity saving throw. Oh.
Cool. What did you roll?
An 11.
Why
Dexterity.
can't I? Ugh.
Oh, you know what? I got you.
Okay.
Got
Thank
you,
you.
boo.
Here's that. But you gotta adjust its size.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a big fucking wall of fire.
Okay.
I am
How do?
frightened.
Okay. Thank
You
you.
just grab it, and then there's arrows on the side, and then you shrink it down.
Oh, cool. There's arrows on the side. I don't see arrows. Oh, there they are. Cool.
And it'll actually, when you click it and move it, it'll actually tell you how many feet.
Cool.
So like right there?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that'd be 10 foot on either side.
All right,
Yep.
I fail. Give me that damage.
Cool.
Marigold's gonna die for Santa.
Oh, no. Nobody healed you, damn it!
You guys.
So,
I'm the
this is-
healer.
I was all
this
like, we
is
have a cleric, right? Yeah. Wyatt
so
said, don't worry about being the main healer.
it's true. And as a paladin, you don't need to worry about being the main healer. You just need to worry about a pinch. Sorry. But, okay. So, under a 15, right?
Yes.
For your save?
Correct.
Okay. So that is 5d8 fire damage.
That's a lot of fire damage.
That is
That's
That's
entirely
a
too
lot
much
of
fire
damage.
That's a lot of damage. Okay.
Roll low.
16, 19,
No!
24 points of fire damage.
You want to know how many hit points I had?
23?
23.
Oh no!
I dropped. The
Marigold-
suggestion spell ends.
Oh
Marigold's
my
dead in the
god.
middle of these
Does-
flames.
Does suggestion end? Is it a concentration? I thought
It is.
that
It is.
You're thinking
Um,
charm person.
Yeah. So Mr. Sun is now concentrating on that wall of fire. Around
that.
Marigold.
Not for long, he's not.
I love it. I love it. Cool.
You just see this wall of you don't know what's happening in Marigold inside. You just see a wall of flames engulf her.
Yeah.
I think we can all put together what happened to Marigold inside the giant wall of flames.
You hear
and
screams from inside.
Yeah, and you see Mr. Snow shake his head as the suggestion spell releases. Cool. So seeing all of this happen, it is yeah, that was
Round
Mr.
20.
Sun's. Yep, so initiative round 20. Seeing both of this happen kind of around here, Mr. Sun and Mr. Snow are going to lock eyes, and both of them kind of hold their hands up, and coming around, I'm gonna say it's a okay. Dev, do you have another aura? Or
Yeah.
can you put another one on there? Can you make this one blue for me, please?
Icy?
Yeah. Cool.
Wow.
I'm so glad I made these.
They're awesome. So they are going to concentrate it around here. So it's a 20-foot. Oh, it's a 20-foot radius.
So 40 foot large.
Yep. Yeah. So it'll actually work in here. This area a fog kind of blooms out from Mr. Sun, and the area in here is heavily obscured.
Oh no.
And then that is Conifer's turn.
Wait, one sec. Sword's luminous blade emits bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light in an additional 15. The light is sunlight. While the blade persists, you can use an action to expand or reduce the radius of bright and dim light in 5 foot. Would that do anything with the fog?
Okay. So it's just heavily obscured. I'm just looking up. So it blocks vision entirely. Creatures effectively suffer from the blinded condition when trying to see something in that area. Bright light lets creatures see normally. Let me see here.
I think we just make the fog very bright.
Yeah, I think it just kind of adds to the opacity of the fog. And just based on the way this is written, you would know that it would need some sort of like gust of wind to clear the fog out.
But you may be Grip's shining North Star. It probably looks, you see like the impression of a Christmas tree in the fog with a star on top glowing.
And if you look back, my mace is also glowing. So there's this beautiful, like, lovely ornamental light coming from Conifer, and there's this dingy little yellow, short, close to the ground light from Grip.
Oh, this totally changes what I was gonna do, and now I'm mad.
I'm mad.
Man, now.
You hear wheezing coming from inside the wall of flames.
So, if that has happened, the Pine Guard is very leave no man behind. They're gonna do something stupid. Welcome to Stupid Town. I'm gonna walk 15 feet out of the fog.
Okay.
15 feet. I'm gonna see a giant flaming circle.
Oh no! Don't do it!
And I'm gonna do it!
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Yes!
No,
it's
don't
totally
do it!
within character!
Don't do it!
This is a cinematic moment!
Don't do it!
You'll go down a hero!
I'm gonna Misty step into the middle of the fire!
Okay.
I'm gonna... Can I pick up a reindeer woman?
Or you could lay hands on me.
Yeah, but I was gonna pick you up and move you out of the fire and then lay on hands you.
That's fair. I'll probably take
That's
damage,
why
but
I
that's
need
just
the
one
extra.
death saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. So according to the spell, okay. Deals 5d8 fire damage to a creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. A creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time in a turn or ends its turn there. The other side of the wall deals no damage. So, if you're Misty stepping in, that is fine, but you'll have to either walk out or enter.
You can't Misty Step because you have to see the point that you're teleporting to. So you just gotta rush through the opaque wall of flames.
I don't have the movement for it, is the thing. No, can you see through fire?
Wall of flames
I feel like
the wall
sorry.
is opaque. I think... Does Misty Step say specifically in there that you have to see where you're teleporting to? Because I might allow... I know what the rules say. I'm gonna allow it just this one time because it's a very in-character moment.
Thank you.
I will rule a cool the hell out of anything.
I would have just had to rework like my movement speed and like.
You aim your staff forward and the light just like shines through. You see my dead body on the ground.
Yeah, I'll say the power of friendship and Christmas. You're able to get in, and you're able to Misty Step in, and then are you walking out?
Should I make a strength save to pick up?
You have a 19 strength score.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'll let it. This is what paladins do.
Yeah. I'm going to pick up. God, what's your name?
Marigold.
I can't remember that. I'm gonna heft up Marigold in my giant tree daddy arms, walk her the 10 feet I have left out of the fire, and I'm going to put her shield her from the blast of the heat of the fire, over there, and then I'm going to dump 20 points of healing into you.
Cool.
If you survive the fire.
If I survive the fire, but I still have 104 hit points. It better not kill me.
You'll take roll 24 fire damage. That doubles to 48 for you. But you are still upright. 20 points of healing goes to Marigold. Marigold is back up.
And as she sees your face, she's just gonna reach up and touch the side. Oh, you saved me.
What did you say, Wyatt? 48?
Yes.
Okay. No creature left behind. I understand you're not a man. I don't want to be offended.
I will be the president of your fan club.
Then that goes from Conifer's turn to Snow's. Mr. Snow. Okay, so he's got a wall of fire there, a lot of other things. He's gonna fly up 30 feet in the air, so he's above the wall of fire. He's gonna see the two of you, and then think what he's gonna do. I need to roll to see if he gets his Ice Shards ability back. Rolled a 2, doesn't get it back. Instead, he is going to cast...
Yuri, you said 25 hit points, right?
20.
20.
Would you like 25? I have 45, and that's the max I can do.
Yeah, that's up to you. But I would love 45.
I don't know if anything bad is going to happen to anyone else.
Now that I'm up, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. I'll dump all 45 into you, sure, don't I?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm
floating.
Forgetting the name of this spell. Or what it exactly does. Cool. He takes this. Mr. Snow, able to see you two, is going to take, he kind of holds his hands out and crunches the roof of this cavern together. He's going to cast Ice Storm centered on the two of you. I'm just going to move this aura. Hold on, I gotta double check.
Do I get any radius. Bonuses because I'm within 5 feet of you?
Yep.
Yeah. You get +4 to your saving throw, and then you will take and you will take you have resistance to spell damage.
Oh.
Yep. So this is a spell, so you both will have resistance to this. I need a dexterity saving throw from the two of you. DC. I think this is.
I got 15.
Okay, 15 meets it.
12.
Hey.
Yep.
So
Cool.
I'll take half.
Yep. Yeah. The Ice Shard's ability is a slightly different DC. Why did I do that to myself? You both succeeded, I think. That's what you said?
12.
Okay, you got a 12. Even, what did you roll?
10.
A 10?
2. Oh, +4. Yeah.
16.
I get it
cool.
too. Yeah, 16.
Yeah. Okay.
Which means I take no damage with Shield Master.
Okay, you take no damage. So this
I'll take 25%.
is... Yes. perfect. God, I love this. I just, yeah. Okay, so this, you will take 11 bludgeoning, which is reduced to, I think that's just 2 for 2 bludgeoning. And then another 2 cold damage. So you took 4 points of damage. God.
I've flown through the north winds as a north wind. It's a rite of passage.
I'm a tree.
I'm used to the cold. Are you used to death?
Well, that's better than where I thought you were going with that.
Mr. Snow goes, I killed a bunch of plants earlier. I'll kill you too.
Leave the plants out of this, you fiend!
They're
tropical house plants. I don't know how they got up to the north. Oh.
Who knows? With that all done.
Mrs. Claus has particular taste. Sorry.
We moved to Lelania.
She's a boozy bitch.
So I am going to... Mechanical question.
Sure.
Mechanical answer.
Does sun...
Sorry.
Is he affected by this fog?
Yes, he's also affected by this fog.
So it's a straight roll.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going to take my attack action and get a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Okay. So no sneak attack because I do technically have disadvantage.
Yep.
Actually, animate objects are your allies.
But I have disadvantage on. You cannot have disadvantage on a roll and get sneak attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even when it counteracts, it doesn't doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 13 points of damage to Sun, and then what I'm going to do is make like a little echolocation type noise and give Grip the help action. As a bonus action because I am a mastermind rogue.
Ooh.
Yes, you are. Grip, you will get advantage on. Well, it'll either cancel out the disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have a help action on your next attack.
Cool. That is Grip's turn. If you are good to go.
So what did we say that? Does bright light mechanically do anything to this fog? What was our ruling on that?
It doesn't do anything. Helene is giving you the help action.
Just to even it out. Okay.
The light's gone already, by the way.
Yeah, you saw the light walk.
Well, my mace, my pipe wrench is it sheds bright light.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mace of Disruption.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So is Sun doing the fog?
It's a layer action, like a joint thing between the two of them. It's similar to like the.
It's not a concentration thing.
No, it's like it's similar to the ice white dragon's like freezing fog. Just doesn't deal any damage.
So I guess I'm gonna.
It'll just go away at 20.
5 feet, and then I think I'm just gonna take a crack at this guy with my mace / pipe wrench, and this is just a straight roll with.
Yep.
That is a 17.
17 does hit.
It does hit. Oh,
yep.
Fantastic. Ooh, that is 7 damage. And then all my little helpers will have disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Yeah. So
do
if
you want like help? Like I can do half and you can do half to make it go faster.
If you want to, if you want to roll me 5, I'll roll 5 real quick.
It's a plus 8, right?
Yeah, it's plus 8. I'm gonna attack with my enemy objects, and I should have actually enough defense here.
1 hit. 1 miss.
Oh, hello, darling.
2 hits.
Show me the baby.
3.
The baby.
Darkness.
Just my little black eyes in the darkness.
Okay, you got 2. I got 4.
Cool.
Okay, so then that is. What was it?
So 6 hit. So that'll be, I think, 6
plus
Yep.
24 again. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't roll 5 ones.
I really
Roll better.
64. Okay, that is gonna be 38 damage.
Nice.
A little better, yeah.
Not too bad. 38. You even in the fog, you hear like grunts of like pain and like yeah, just
boys.
yeah. He is just Mr. Sun is not having a good time. You also see that Mr. Snow also is really breathing heavily. The two of them look like they're kind of verging on like the last, their last legs. You've gotten some really good hits in. Cool. Marigold, that is your turn. I need to roll. Oh god, that's so many. Doesn't matter. He fails his Constitution check. The wall of fire is dissipated. So that is no longer there.
Yeah, that was a lot of hits for
Yeah,
that.
that's a lot
Yeah.
to roll.
I rolled a 2 on the first one I rolled, and I was like, I'm done. Yeah, so that completely fails. Even with good Constitution, he can't overcome that. Marigold, sorry, that's your turn.
Have a nice nap! And then I cast Sleep at 4th level.
Ooh.
Okay, so how many D8?
So it's 5d8 at 1st level.
Yep.
And then,
And then
it's
it's
2d8
an extra
for
2d8.
each. Yep.
Okay, so
So-
this is at 4th level, so this is 11d8.
Yeah, 5... 11d8.
Okay.
Dude in
It
owlware or
says
something.
11
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. And I
Have a
think
nice
that's...
nap!
What's the range on that?
90 feet.
90 feet. Yep, he's still in the air and trigonometry. Yep, you're good.
Yeah, trigonometry.
So
Yes,
technically, I think you can have it hit anyone within the 90 feet, and
Quit
it
saying it is.
goes to any enemies,
Creatures
like the lowest.
No, it's creatures
point to
within
enemy,
20
right?
feet of a point you choose.
Oh, within 20 feet.
Yeah,
thought-
yeah.
oh.
And Mr. Snow was 30 feet up in the air, so you wouldn't hit
so-
Santa with any of this. Santa's already kind of like passed out already, so
Go to sleep!
Well,
Go
I
to
was
sleep!
thinking- I was
Go to
thinking-
sleep,
a
you
little too
stupid
hard.
genie! And
They're
that's
just going a little too hard on the egg now.
Sharp.
Guess-
47 hit points. If it has less than that, it falls asleep and then falls 30 feet to the ground.
yes, unfortunately, he has over 47
Oh,
hit
no.
points left. I'm sorry, you were 3 away.
I thought
It
he was
was-
lower.
Oh.
good hit.
He is under a third of his total hit points.
Oh my goodness.
Would
Alright.
So
that have
close.
worked
Ooh,
on
Lord.
Sun though?
I'm blowing sluts.
Sun, it
You
has
can't
to be
see
within.
sun right now.
Yeah, it has to be within 20 feet of a range
Okay.
point that Marigold picked, and Marigold picked Mr.
I mean,
Snow.
theoretically, would it
Yeah.
have worked on Sun?
That
What did you roll? 47?
47.
It would have worked on Mr. Sun.
Ah.
All right,
Sorry.
we can do this, Laney.
We got it.
We
We
got
got it.
Wait, this guy's done
The
for.
My
the
savior.
the
Mr. Sun,
fog is going
Mr.
away here.
Nunn.
Son.
My savior? Please. Take him down for me. Bardic
I-
inspiration!
I can't. I don't have any range.
And I'll hand you a spear.
I'll allow it. This is beautiful.
I'll just
I'll
pull
allow
a
it.
spear. I've been carrying this around for forever. I literally have a
Okay.
spear in my inventory. I don't know how, but I
Cool.
do.
Mr. Sun is going to attack. He's going to try and swing at Helenia. This is at disadvantage.
Mhm.
Does a 15 hit?
No.
cool. Whiffs big time in this cloud of fog, and it dissipates. So that will dissipate. If I can click delete, thank you. Seeing this, Mr. Snow is going to call on those icicles to come back down.
Icicles, come on down!
Yeah.
The price is right.
Okay. Yep, so they strike up to 3 creatures underneath that Mr. Frost can see within 120 feet.
This magic.
This is not a magical effect. This is a natural effect. So he's gonna make 3 attack rolls. The first one is going to go after Marigold.
Wow.
That is, I believe, only a 12, which will not hit you.
Does not hit me.
Second one's going after Conifer. That is an 18 to hit.
Nope, 19.
Ugh.
The icicle's actually hitting Conifer's cape that's protecting me.
Absolutely. And then the last one's going to go after Helenia. That flew out of my thing. Oh, God. 11. None of those hit.
Nice.
I'm going to need a sweater with your face on it.
There's a lot to unpack there. Conifer, you're up.
Tell me about the bands of Barillo. Is this like a curse thing?
It's a so the kind of the bands of Bolero, they're very much a kind of, it's almost like you would, from this angle, you'd be able to see like they're meant to restrain a creature, and it looks like they may have been like imbued with like the interdimensional shackles or something like that, just to prevent anyone from teleporting out of them, because Santa can really easily get, I mean, the man's able to shrink down to like an inch wide and slip through anything, so it's very hard to contain.
It's because he's actually
like Santa.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
we aren't ready for that conversation.
Elder Oblex.
Yeah. You aren't ready.
But you aren't ready for that. No. Yeah, so Santa's basically restrained. So these aren't a cursed item necessarily. It's just Santa failed his initial saving throw and couldn't break out of it because he was incapacitated.
Okay. Other question. This platform that they're on, like, how high up is that?
It's about, I would say, no more than like 10 feet off the ground. It's just like a rock formation that kind of has a nice plateau on the top of it.
Oh, there's literally nothing I can do to hit anyone.
Oh, Santa was the one being heisted.
Oh, I have one. I have one ranged attack.
Yeah.
And that is all. And I'm going to use it. I used my second level spell slot. Oh, I have two second level spells.
Hey.
I have three second levels. I've got 3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I thought I only had 1. Half casters are hard.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to cast Moonbeam on this motherfucker, on this sick son of a genie.
Which one?
The one who's far away and I can't hit.
Oh, Mr. Sun?
Yeah,
This is
no.
more Moonlight.
Oh,
No.
Mr. Snow?
The one who's flying.
Oh, the one who's flying. Cool.
Out of
Perfect.
range. I'd like to cast a Moonbeam as I go look up what Moonbeam does.
It is a 5-foot radius.
It's in the Druid list.
Yeah.
Moonbeam.
It's the one good thing about Oath of the Ancients.
Misty Stab.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
One of my first characters ever was like an Oath of the Ancients Paladin, so I'm very defensive about that class.
I feel the same way about Gloomstalker Rangers. Okay, It is going to be a Constitution saving throw.
I think it's at the start of their turn.
When the creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there.
Yeah, I think that's on its turn. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But he goes right after you, so he'll start his turn right there. Yeah, I tried to use this against that.
Is he technically considered a shapeshifter?
He is not. He's considered an elemental.
Oh.
But he'll make that Constitution saving throw. He'll still take damage on a fail. Rolled a nat 1.
Nice. Do I get to double my damage?
No. Nope.
You do get to add Bardic Inspiration to the spell's damage if you want.
Yep.
Oh. What's the D10 look like? Okay. Roll good. That's a 5 and a 9. 14 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Are you gonna add your Bardic Inspiration or nah?
Well, I wasted it last time.
No, I re-inspired you.
I know.
Yeah.
I might have fucking left. A 3.
3 additional
17.
damage.
17 damage. 17 radiant. And I want to move, but I don't want to leave. Marigold behind. I want to call you Peppermint for some reason.
I mean, thematically, yeah, it makes sense.
I want to move.
I'm gonna prestidigitate the smell of peppermints.
That's an action on your turn. Cool.
Yeah, I'll move just back towards the group. Hoping maybe he'll target me. Not anywhere near you.
You'll get your wish. I mean, he's feeling pretty desperate.
Hit me, bitch.
Yes, he's gonna.
My motto.
He's gonna cast a cone of cold on you.
Yeah.
Cone of cold.
Yeah.
So that is a Constitution saving throw, a DC 15.
Does
Natural 19.
Does it only hit Conifer?
It's a 60-foot cone.
Oh, that'll hit a lot of people.
We are in a bad spot for that.
Okay, let's see here.
That'll get all the way to grip.
Yeah, I'm pretty... Okay. Cone.
Oh, now I feel like that was a bad idea.
Well, it'll hit the elemental. You didn't expect him to sacrifice his brother.
I would like to apologize for being a bad paladin.
Will it? It's a 60-foot cone. Why can't I measure? Hello?
Hello?
Can
you do it now?
He'll hit his brother. Okay, how much? So, what, 5, 10, 15...
Well, he could move first.
Yeah.
I'm on nobody's side.
Oh, nobody's side. Yeah, he'll get there. He'll aim it down. So I think with this, he'll concentrate it on you. I don't know how cones will work at this altitude. He's gonna fly down. He'll just meet you at ground level because he's sick of this.
Yeah. Into hitting range.
Yeah. And then so he'll cast a cone of cold, and I think it 60 foot at its widest part.
Probably.
Yeah, so that'll... Jesus, okay, that's a long cone. Will it hit Helenia?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
I know. I'm having
Cones
issues
are
with
so hard.
Yeah, I'm having issues with the measuring tool right now.
Where's the cone tool?
If you're struggling to select anywhere, you just gotta click hold control.
Okay.
So if you wanted to do it from, but otherwise, I don't know what would be wrong with it.
Yeah, I think.
Well, if you measure 60 feet forward and then you go 30 in either direction, that should.
I think that's
260.
because it's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a much larger cone than I meant to. Okay.
I mean, technically.
I'll say it's concentrated on you. I don't think he's going to try and... He's not making rational decisions at this point. He's just trying to hit you.
Good, it does no damage.
I thought you just... Boots of the Winterlands, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that just
Shield.
resisted.
Shield Master.
That's only on dexterity. This is a constitution save.
Oh, I thought it was on all. Oh.
Let's double check the
Yeah,
wording
I think
of
it's
it.
I think it's
Right,
like
okay.
evasion.
Yeah. I just want to... I don't... I just want to make sure.
You'll take
when
some damage.
You'll take some damage. Might only be a quarter, but
It's already
just a
halved.
little bit.
So if you succeed,
Oh yeah,
then
yeah.
double
It's
halved.
dex saves
Okay.
against
Yeah.
harmful effects. So it's
But you do
already
have the
good.
Boots of the Winterlands, so
I did
that's
the boots of the
cool.
and I did get a natural 19.
Yeah. So you save, so you're gonna take a quarter of this damage. That's still 8d8 cold damage though.
Did he get down onto the ground?
He did.
Damn it.
Oh god, why are there so many ones? 14, 20,
Because I'm a tree.
30.
Oh wait, I have resistance
To cold.
spells.
And
Resistance to cold
spells.
and resistance to spells and I passed.
So this is
You,
like an 8th.
You can't double resistance. You
Yeah.
can only resistance
That's
once.
dumb.
You either have resistance or you don't.
Okay, so it's 35 total damage. Halved, I believe that goes down to
17.
17. And then halved again, that's 8.
I'll take it. I'm at 48.
Man. Ugh.
Okay,
Cool. Yep.
here's the thing. Now it's my turn, right?
Yes, it is.
So we're flanking, so I don't need to hide.
No.
And I get advantage regardless.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. I'm real hoping for a 20.
Crit,
I haven't seen one yet tonight.
I hope you do too.
No.
I wasted
that's
mine to
it.
look at a door.
10 plus 11 is 21.
It'll still hit.
Good.
It's not the
So
big.
what? 8 and 5d6. Ooh, that's not great. 10, 15, 22, 23, 25, 32, points of damage, and I don't think that kills him.
You're 5 away.
So I am going to, as my help action, hold open a lovely spot for Grip to wedge his pipe wrench into.
And Grip, it
Stab
is
him
your
with that
turn.
wrench.
My turn. Oh, then who all? Since I this. Oh, never mind. Yeah, let me smack this dude one time, real good
With
Hit
advantage.
him.
with advantage. We're gonna
Can I get
use-
rid of the cone?
Yes. Sorry, thank you.
You're good.
The cone lives here now.
It's just
Cone
his
has joined the party.
And I crit.
Nice!
Oh.
Nice.
2d6.
I'm not even gonna have you roll
Overkill.
for it. Base damage, you will easily take this thing out. How do you want to kill him?
Oh,
Overkill.
then I'm gonna take my pipe wrench and I'm going to so lovingly, not gently at all, shove it into the spot that was held open for me by Helenia.
With a deft, masterful, like years of experience working with the plumbing and infrastructure of Santa's castle, you take your trusty pipe wrench. It glows with this radiant light. It lights up with the heat of the forge, and this radiant searing light as you stab into this into Mr. Sun. It's his eyes immediately burn out from the like radiance of it and like shoot out of his mouth as he erupts into these radiant flames and becomes a pile of ash at your feet.
Make a joke.
And as a bonus action,
All and then Haley's just like, all is calm.
All is bright.
60
Yeah.
feet of me. who all is within 60 feet of me? That'd be Helenia, Conifer. Wait, I can move, right? Now that Mr.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have 5, 10, 15, 20.
So if you ever want to measure something, if you go to the top right, there's a little drop-down arrow and a toolbar, and then there's like a little right angle ruler. You can just use that to measure
Cool.
if you need to.
Okay. So then I can do I just click and see, or do I click and drag? Oh.
Yeah, you click and drag.
It's
Okay.
super- yeah.
Everybody will be within
Cool.
60 feet of you.
Okay, then.
Also,
as a-
Wyatt, this map is beautiful.
As
Thank
a
you.
bonus action, I'm going to cast.
Wait, did you make this?
Yeah,
Whoa. You gotta
I
sell
had a
this
lot
one.
of time off of work.
I'll just cast a 3rd level mass healing word.
Nice.
So that's 1d. Oh, it's only 1d4 plus 2.
Yeah,
So
that's
as it
straight
turns
up.
out, I'm a sneaky bitch. I'm taking any damage whatsoever.
Really?
Oh my
Are you
God.
serious?
Evasion.
I'm
That
broken.
is.
I'm ruined.
But Helenia gets 4 HP back.
I'm ruined.
Tier 2 tank.
Oh my god, Melissa. Ah. I did wail on
it's my
Miracles
job.
really hard.
It's my job. It's my job. I don't get hit. I don't get hit.
Okay.
Not much good to
Okay.
Santa if you're dead, so, you know.
Yeah.
All part of the job.
Speaking of Marigold, it's your turn.
She's gonna run up, get closer to Mr. Snow, and use unsettling words to reduce his next saving throw by 6, and she's gonna cast Suggestion again.
Okay.
I suggest that you get away from danger and fly up
Ow.
exactly 90 feet and stay there and wait until
What?
I say it's time to come down. That is my suggestion.
That's a lot of words
That's
in
a
one
lot of
suggestion.
suggestions.
Go up
Yeah.
90 feet, stay there until I say to come down.
Okay. So roll your
That was a 6.
another 6. Cool.
Yes. DC 17. Please fail.
DC 17. Jesus. My first nat 20 of the night.
Oh,
So it's
But
a
it's-
27 minus 6 is a
No!
21.
fun.
Let me have this one thing.
Yes, please stay in hitting range.
I was gonna have him go up
I
90
would
feet,
like to smite.
and then on my next turn, I was gonna cast Sleep and be like, "You can come down now."
I got
Yes.
it.
He hasn't taken any damage yet, though,
You hit him with a
since the
moonbeam.
last time.
You hit him with a moonbeam. He's within target range.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
done. That's my entire turn.
Yep. Mr. Sun is dead. Initiative 20 rolls around. He can't use the one that he wants to use. And that's the other one is Mr. Sun. Oh, yeah, they can't use the same effect 2 turns in a row. Mr. Sun is dead and he can't do the other layer actions without him. There's no layer action this round. Conifer.
So sad.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna run over. I'm so ecstatic to hit him. 18?
18 does hit.
Alright, I'm gonna do the
Pump
1d8
it, pump it, pump
plus
it.
6. I'm just gonna see if the next one's a crit though. It's gonna be 15 points of radiant damage on the first one. Alright, and second hit. Another 8. Well, I'm gonna pump up that one. With a 3rd level smite. So that's 2 from the first smite and 1 from the actual flail. So that, do I add 2? 1d8 for every level above?
Yeah, so it's a 2d8 at first level, so it'd be 4d8
Yeah.
at a 3rd level.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit him with 5d8. Good. That's an 8. 2 3s and 2 5s. So that's 18. 25 plus 6, so 31 points of radiant damage.
How do you want to kill him?
Yeah!
What?
Just like, again, he doesn't run, but he walks so purposely as he takes the flail and knocks him right upside the head with this dazzling light as he just falls over and melts away.
Exactly as you said, Sir Conifer Sugar Pine of the Pine Guard.
Captain of the Pine Guard.
Captain of the Pine Guard, thank you. With a purposeful stride, comes over to Mr. Snow, Santa's captor, and deals a wicked finishing blow, causing this elemental being to disperse as he melts away in the heart of a volcano. Congratulations, you all successfully saved Santa.
I heal everyone for 18, including Santa.
Amazing. Santa pops back up.
Mass healing word.
Good to go. You spend
so
some
much better
time
than mine.
getting the restraints off of him, and you all are able to return safely back. All is safe and sound. Mrs. Claus makes all of the cookies for you. You are set for a lifetime supply of baked goods after they take a much-earned vacation. The Council of the Endless Frost is postponed for the year for everybody to recover. Santa gets a year off, and you all are rewarded as heroes of the realm. Helenia's family, as it appears, when you appear back into the Great Hall, as you all arrive, Helenia, you see your family, all like 50 of them that were basically there in various places. You had enough arcane tricksters in the family that they were able to cast invisibility. You discovered that they replaced the guest list that you had with, they had replaced the guest list, which enabled Mr. Sun and Mr. Snow's names to appear and got, bypassed the warding. Your mom was trying to stop an insurrection from one of your cousins. Your cousins were assholes. Your mom this time,
not good.
Your mom this time was on the side of good, but she winks as you notice she's not there, and as you turn around and you look up the staircase, you see her like decked out in like the finest robes of the castle and all these jewels, and she just waves as she disappears out the side window. The staff is safely recovered. Everybody is totally fine. Nobody's, losing their minds, but yeah. No.
I would like, once we're done, once we get back out, to go into the courtyard and cast hallucinatory terrain to just make the entire terrain look snowy and wonderful, like a winter wonderland, and candy canes all over the place.
Easily enough. You go out, cast hallucinatory terrain, and create this beautiful winter wonderland. The festival goes off without a hitch, and all of you successfully completed this holiday heist. Congratulations. I made that to be a hard encounter, but you all handled it wonderfully. I can't believe I didn't hit Melissa once.
Everything I did failed.
I
knocked Deb out once, and so I was just...
Was that payback?
just the one time.
A little bit.
Yeah. No, all of you are amazing. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. Reminders, next week our Dungeon Sphere is popping back up. The Fountains of Vesipasara our mini series based on the Feywild that Melissa is DMing is going to be live at the end of January 2022. Look out for Wyatt's amazing new show that is coming in early 2022. Date to be determined, but look for it all on our social media. Thank you so much for tuning in.
One more time, real quick, a shout out to DM Dave for the awesome trench build. It was super cool to play as, very fun.
Yeah, it's a super cool character. You can find all that information online. It's awesome. Any other personal announcements, streams, anything like that you all want to promote?
We missed you, Meg.
We do
Yes,
miss you,
Meg.
Meg, please
I'm
feel better.
Meg had one of like my favorite characters, and I was gonna have a whole subplot of like the Sugarbug Fairy trying to steal the cane. So it was gonna be a very fun thing.
Come back for next time.
Yeah. Who knows?
1 year from
Meg
now.
is back, and we do.
1 year from now, Rimwick Part 2, the Santa Claus Part 2. No.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo.
Did you see the picture that I replaced Meg with?
Yeah, so y'all saw the
It's
picture
horrifying.
of your creeping clown Santa.
I did that because when RuPaul invited all the winners of RuPaul's Drag Race came back, Bianca wasn't able to come back, and so instead, RuPaul brought in a clown to replace Bianca.
Okay.
No, I got the reference. I was just letting him go through it. Awesome. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Be sure to follow any of our social media that's listed here. We stream weekly on Wednesdays and soon to be Mondays. Hope to see you again soon. If you like what you see, follow, subscribe if you want to. We love having you here. Thank you so much, and hope you all had a very wonderful and happy holidays, and look forward to New Year's. Bye, everybody.
Good night.